everybody. Welcome to Impossible Coin Nights. We're going to get provocative up in here. The reason we're getting provocative, the reason I'm not wearing any pants is it's E3. Somewhere in Tejas, pants optional, Rocky Hardy.
I put on pants for this one, but because it's laundry day, I'm not actually wearing a shirt.
Okay. Ooh. Oh. Okay.
Ooh,
so we got...
I appreciate that.
All right. So coming to us from Texas is Nipples Hardy. Nice.
Oh, gross. I less appreciate that, Brian. I don't appreciate that one. Is this the part where I get to start suing for sexual harassment?
Oh, God, we're getting close.
Yes. I'm gonna get that money.
Jesus.
I'm gonna get that money.
We should have more shows that start with, I'm not wearing any pants, and then someone saying, I'm getting close.
Oh, no, not like this.
Oh, it's exactly like this. It's somewhere in Ohio without a Bahama Mama inside of her, Tegan Somerset.
God, and I wish I had that Bahama Mama inside of me right now.
God damn.
Oof.
Guys,
I could drink like 6 and be okay.
Fuck it. I'm getting out vodka. 1 second, guys.
Damn it. Yes. I don't have alcohol here. I hate you guys.
Why don't you have alcohol there?
Because I don't keep alcohol in my house, really.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like, also, alcohol was the reason I missed the last show.
Oh.
Not really true. It's because I'm too good at beer pong, but we're not going to talk about that today.
Okay.
I don't think there's a such... I think being too good at beer pong depends on which side of the table you want to be on.
Ooh. That's a fair point.
Hot strats. Okay.
The beer pong strats are have someone who's really good at drinking and have someone with really good aim. That's the team up you need.
Yep.
That's why, like, the heterogender, teams tend to do really well. Because the dude drinks and the girl makes the shots.
Yeah, because the girl cannot chug that beer. Or, I mean, she can. I'm not saying she can't because she's a woman. I'm saying that, it's uncomfortable.
This E3 show is off the fucking rails, and we haven't even talked about one presenter yet.
I know. I have an uncomfortable amount of wings in me.
All right. So,
you haven't even introduced me, and I have an uncomfortable amount of wings in me.
So, someone has slipped Tegan Somerset an uncomfortable amount of meat, and she's got no Bahama Mama.
Oh, gross. Don't call it meat. Don't just say someone slipped me some meat. That sounds like I'm getting rawed.
I think that was his intention.
Tegan, this episode has a very special brand so far, and I'm living it.
That's because it's nights.
Yeah, all the way down nights. For Impossible Coin Nights.
Nights is when we get kinky.
Is Mr. Brian Cartwright.
That's right.
The king of kink.
Please follow my Pornhub channel for all of the best Joy videos.
Oh, God. We're not doing that.
All right. Guys, we got a lot of fucking business. I mean, foolishness is welcome, but we got a lot of fucking business. This is the first chance that the three of us have had to gather in a single place and talk about
we're
Google's
in 3 places. We are in 3 places.
Tegan, I swear to God, I will come to fucking Ohio and deal with you.
I'm not even drinking.
He's got vodka. That's what he said.
The vodka is yet to happen, but it's going to happen. It's
I'm going to drive him to drink.
Okay.
Oh, no.
But you guys get my point. This is the first time we've had.
His veins.
All right, this is the first time we've had an opportunity to discuss Google's presentation together. So, Rocky.
Yes.
How did you feel about Google's Stadia presentation?
I think their messaging is on point. I'm not sure the tech's caught up. Because of Bethesda's conference, I'm willing to give them a little bit more of the benefit of the doubt. But the packaging seems okay. I'm not interested in the Founders Edition, at all. I am interested in seeing how Google Stadia Base, or whatever it's called, fares in a couple of months. And I want to see... I just want to really see how the play experience holds over time, because they didn't have any demos that we could reasonably believe, which is like fair. Like the publishers that they have engaged seem pretty good, and there are a handful of games that are exclusive to Stadia that I think are meaningful that will draw people to the platform. People who want to dodge consoles altogether, which there are definitely a lot of those. I mean, that's why mobile's so big. Will probably latch onto it, and I'm actually really interested in how xCloud and Stadia, I guess, compete in a similar space.
Did you guys think, between... Did you really think that the watchword for this E3 was going to be streaming? I mean...
No.
But
I didn't.
But it's not. It's Groundhog Day. Like, that's what we're doing. It's time loops.
We'll get to that time loop.
Okay.
When we talk Bethesda. I guess, actually, we'll talk about 2 time loops, because there was a Microsoft time loop, too.
There was a Microsoft time loop.
Yeah. But, of course, Google's conference was going to be stream heavy. But, along comes Microsoft. We're just like, oh, by the way, streaming. And then, from out of fucking nowhere, like a Kodiak bear with fetal alcohol syndrome, comes Bethesda with, hey guys, we got streaming too, wah. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I would not be surprised at all if tomorrow, if Yves Guillemot comes out on stage at Ubisoft and is like, bonjour, we got this streaming.
No, what? That bonjour was too, soft.
Yeah, I need Kenan Thompson in a bathtub bonjour.
Oh.
Those are the bonjours I need.
Or do you need some classic Impossible Coin callback
yeah,
bonjour?
Yeah, that's the one I need. I need the callback.
Bonjour!
Yeah,
there it is. I need a foghorn, my guy.
Yeah, okay. But I was, I was expecting it in 2 places, and now I just have to wonder if we're going to hear it all the fucking time this week.
I have to give Bethesda a pass because when Stadia was announced at GDC, they said that Doom Eternal was going to be a launch title for their service, and they said that they already had Doom 2016 working on streaming, and apparently people at GDC got to play Doom 2016 there.
Right.
So Bethesda was definitely already involved with Stadia and by extension streaming. So them bringing up something like Orion seems like a chance for them to diversify, maybe even try to court Microsoft into taking a look at what they're doing. Because
I suppose it's entirely possible that Bethesda has their own launcher. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's no reason to not believe that Bethesda isn't going to try and get some stream bucks directly. Come to Bethesda's website, stream our fucking games on our fucking website. That seems more conceivable now. Jesus, what a time. Okay, back to the Google show.
Sure.
Tegan, when last you and I talked, or I guess when last you and I recorded, Tegan, you had not yet watched the Google presentation.
Yeah, and then you made me watch it.
Yes, and then I sat you down and said,
recording.
you need to watch this fucking shit.
Yeah, and I said, okay, I have just enough time to watch it, and then I have to go to work.
But you definitely seem like it made an impression.
Yeah, I'm super interested. I'm super interested in it. I'm sorry, my cat just decided to sit on my notes. They are paper, and he is a cat. You know how it is.
I do.
But yeah, I have a lot of my questions have been answered. Mm-hmm. The price point is not where I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
Honestly, I thought it was going to be a lot more expensive overall.
Yeah.
So, and then I also thought it was going to be slightly less accessible.
Yeah, one of the things that Google did, one thing that Google did that I really, really appreciated was hard numbers about performance expectations.
Yeah.
Here's what you can expect at this speed. Here's what you can expect at this speed. And gotta say, that made me real happy.
I gotta say, I don't trust those numbers. I don't trust them at all. But I did how they said that you could just take whatever controller and it'll work. Which allows me to like not have to buy the Google Stadia controller. Maybe it'll work better with it, but like, I mean, I have like a Chromecast. Like, I think I can upgrade to the Ultra. That shouldn't be that big of a deal. But I can just take like an extra PS4 controller that I don't use and just like let that be the Stadia controller, and that's pretty dope to me.
I mean,
I'm personally interested about like what, because it said at 10 download, 10 megabits download, you get 720.
Yep.
I wonder if that'll go even lower or if that's like what the minimum requirement is. Because I know there are a lot of places like in the more west part of the Midwest where like people still aren't even getting that.
Yeah.
So that's where my only main concern is. Like, it's still cutting some people out, but not nearly as many people as I thought.
I really want to know how consistent that number has to be. Because, I mean, for example, like, for me, like, I get, like, what's my plan? Like, something like up to 100, and I can routinely get 40 to 50 megabits down, 20 up, like, at 6 p.m. on a Tuesday. Like, I can do that, like, whenever. Let alone, like, off times when I can probably get closer to, like, 90, 75 or some nonsense. But people that are, like, that, let's say they have like a 20 megabit plan, or like I know people, they just use hotspots, you know?
Right.
And if they try to like play Stadia off of that, like they're not going to get like, well, they're definitely not going to get 35 down like all the time, but sometimes they may not even get 10. Like they're going to dip under that. And I want to see how much that would actually affect gameplay.
Right. That, the numbers aren't an issue for me because where I am, I have gigabit internet.
Nice.
So, like, I'm set. I'll be fine. Peak times, slow times, like, no problem over here. So, like, but, like, my friends who live in, like, apartment buildings and stuff, like, and dorms, like, their internet fucking sucks. Right. But I like the idea of literally only needing to pack a controller.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, that's really cool.
Yeah, that's it's really attractive, and it's one of those things where, you know, when I tested it, because I was in the Project Stream test,
right?
It seemed pretty goddamn stable, and I was not, obviously, I could not use a Stadia controller because I did not have access to a Stadia controller. I was using a wired USB fucking Logitech controller. And it worked just fine on my Mac. And one of the things that really jumped out at me is that in the test, you had the ability to test on any platform that could run Chrome. So you were invited to test on Windows, you were invited to test on Mac, you were invited to test on tablets. If the tablet had Chrome, they were like, get out there, test. And it seems like one of the things that really caught my attention in the presentation was the staggered launch for platforms of availability. Like, the Chromecast Ultra comes first, then expanding to Windows and Mac platforms, then expanding to tablets. When it launches on phones, initially on phones, it'll be Google hardware, and then launch to other phones. Like, I feel like they're likely protecting the user experience by launching on platforms which they've already ironed out every kink on. Like, okay, we'll launch here with the Chromecast Ultras because we can protect the user experience, and then as more and more stuff is GTG, we'll launch there. So, like, I'm glad to see that they're not just like everything all at once, because it seems like a cautious approach. Rocky, what did you think of the announced exclusives and the fact that they didn't really hang a lantern on the exclusives?
Well, I don't think it's a good idea for Google to hang a lantern on their exclusives. Because I know they have a few, but they're definitely not a lot. They're not Ubisoft numbers. Like, how many were there? They're like 5 or something.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it makes sense that they don't hang a lantern on them, especially since there aren't a lot of them.
Right.
It's good. The exclusives that they do have are really good. Like, it's really interesting that they kept Baldur's Gate 3 a secret. Like, I don't know how that didn't leak, you know?
Yeah. Especially since that was a game that going into this week, everybody was looking for. Because there had been word.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Man. Continue.
And I think the idea around exclusives is that they're talking to, like, the crowd, the people that are already in games. Because, like, exclusives are a way to twist someone's arm. Like, it's not that, like, hey, like, we have a new system we want everyone to play. It's like, hey, if you want to play Baldur's Gate 3, you better come to us first. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And, like, Google doesn't want to do that at all. They want to get as many people to interact with the product as soon as possible.
Right.
And they definitely want the people who aren't, like, you know, the ones that are in line for every console release or even, like, consistently picks them up. It's the people who are, like, cautious about entering the game space in general. Mm-hmm. And that's why, like, they're focused a lot around, like, accessibility. You could just pick up a controller and plug it in. It's fine. Don't worry about, like, specs or anything like that. The people that, like, see all this crazy stuff that's coming out on PC or the cool stuff that's coming out on PS4 or, like, they saw, like, Spider-Man last year and it's like, but I don't want to drop $500 on a PS4 Pro and then buy the game. And what if I don't like it? You know what I mean? So, like, they're trying to get the people that have been reluctant to make the initial investment in, like, the game space, which that's the best way that the $120 Founders price point feels to me, because, like, they're not trying to, like, it would make sense if they were trying to, like, poach already gamers or whatnot, but, like, that doesn't seem like something that's realistic, like, to make people, like, I guess, like, Stadia converts. There will be some of those, obviously, but their better bet is that gaming is a lot bigger than console or the PC space now, and getting more people that are reluctant to join those clubs is probably something that makes more sense for Google and Stadia.
I think that one of the exclusive games that they showed speaks to that crowd very, very specifically, Rocky. Mm-hmm. When they showed that game Get Packed,
yeah,
I was like, oh my fucking god, like this game is designed for loud, angry, drunken parties where people will scream stuff like, no, pick up the couch.
Yeah, it'll be like Smash Bros, except everyone showers. It's going to be great.
Yeah. So I definitely see they have found one of those. And, like, the idea of just showing up to a party and being like, hey guys, I brought Get Packed. And, like, if somebody's not, like, having to, like, hook a bunch of crap up to a television and, like, going like, oh, okay, where can I plug in this power for this? And, like, it seems like the experience of bringing a video game, like an entire total video game experience, over to someone's house, which has been increasingly more difficult, you know, in the last few decades. Like, it's you know, things are more cumbersome. Like, consoles are larger, TVs are more complicated. It's not what it used to be. And we see that, like, that's something that Nintendo has recognized, like, in their ergonomic decisions, like, starting with the GameCube. Like, the GameCube, they're like, hey, look, we put a fucking handle on it because we know you want to take this to your friend's house.
Yeah.
The Switch, like, the first time they pitched Switch, they were like, please to look at this rooftop party. And I look at Get Packed and the prospect of just having to, like, show up someplace with some controllers, and I'm like, oh man, like, this thing is gonna go nuts. This thing is gonna do so much. Like, people are gonna play this game, and they're gonna have a ton of fun, and go like, oh, you mean I don't have to buy a $500 box to play this fun game where I'm trying to carry the couch? Cool. Like, so I think that, speaking to the concerns that you mentioned, Rocky, that game is very, very specifically for those people. I felt very personally targeted by Guilt.
Guilt
I felt
actually looks
personally
really
attacked by guilt. That thing accosted me and demanded money out of my wallet.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think that's what they were going for.
It's unfair.
Yeah.
It's undiplomatic.
Yeah.
It's undiplomatic. It's brutish. And we will not stand for it. Except that we will, and we'll just give them our money.
Yeah.
We'll just give them our money and be like, I guess, fine. Jesus.
It definitely, I think, spoke to like a level of curation because I like 5 seconds into that trailer for Guilt, I was like, I'm back on my bullshit. Just like, it just was like, I'm like, oh, this is all the right things. Like, it's spooky. She's a running. Look, she's got that flashlight. Oh no, the shadows are making scary monsters. Yes. Yes, please.
You know what's really great about Guilt? Because, that is the Tequila Works game. I'm not spacing on that, right?
That is the Tequila Works game, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So one of the things that they talked about in GDC, because, they talked to some, 200-odd developers when they announced Stadia or whatever.
Right.
And they said the guy from Tequila Works was working on a game for Stadia, and the functionality that studio got really excited about was their ability to basically transfer the experience to other people by giving someone a link. So instead of older games where you play Metal Gear Solid and yeah, no, dude, I'm stuck. I don't know how to talk to Meryl. And you, instead of having that conversation, or not instead of having that conversation, because having that conversation is useful, and then going home and then trying it on yourself really works. But that I guess process is expedited through Stadia, because what you can do in Guild, let's say you get stuck on a particular level, or you want to show someone a particular level they're not at yet, you can just send them a link, and then they can click into it, and it takes them to that level in Stadia. And the game, the system is designed to be episodic in that way, where you can just pop in using a system similar to the password-based level design or level gating that existed in the games of the 90s and shit.
Oh my god, that's so great.
Yeah.
It's so fucking great.
They showed a little bit of it in the Ghost Recon game. They showed screens with those passwords, and those passwords were what would let you get to those particular stages. But that's a particular thing that's being worked on in Guilt.
The other thing that really gelled for me when they showed Ghost Recon is one of the features that Google has been bragging about, which is that in co-op games, just very, very easily being able to see what the people you're playing with can see right now. Which sounds like just absolutely amazing design, and something that I think can make a lot of co-op shooter-based games a lot more rewarding and really enable easier communication. I remember when earlier this year Apex Legends came out, Rocky and I tried to play, and one of the reasons I was excited to play Apex Legends was that I kept on hearing all this stuff about how the tools for player communication in the game were better. And I found that even with the tagging system, there was still a lot of hey, Brian, it's over here. It's over here. Hey, Brian, it's over here. And then I'd be you know what? Fuck it. I do not need to win this battle royale. But if somebody has the ability to glance up and see your screen and say, hey, Brian, look to your left. You see where that tree is? Walk toward that tree. Then that means that they already understand the visual cues that person has available to them from their perspective, which will radically improve player communication. And I would not be surprised at all if other platforms aren't trying to figure out a way to implement that and reduce the overhead on casting everybody's video feed to each other, because it's going to eat up a whole mess of bandwidth, but the benefits of it are huge.
I hope it works out like that, because I envision a particularly a bit more antagonistic use of that feature, in which people who are proficient, that know what's going on, that are playing with less skilled players, and they use that information to bully them by literally looking at their screen. And I mean, I hope people are helpful, and that's more about the culture and like curation around a particular game.
Yeah.
But I could see someone like looking at my screen like in Overwatch or something and like getting pissed off because I missed like a sniper shot or something.
Mm-hmm.
And like I hope that it doesn't come to that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Google has not yet developed the technology to cure the human race.
I don't want them to figure that out. I don't think it'll bode well for us, Brian.
Agree.
I'd like it if we could just figure out the technology that we can guarantee all the asshole players are in one, like, server together, so that the rest of us who are not, like, not trying to be dicks to each other online can just, like, live in peace.
I think Riot figured out that technology like 5 years ago. But...
Yeah, they call it, that's when you're trying to, like, move up the ladder. That's where all the assholes are.
Yeah, they put them all at the top instead of the bottom. Well, actually, the weird thing is that they're at the top and the bottom. Like,
yeah, there's like the assholes who are successful are up in like platinum, and the assholes who fail are stuck between bronze and silver.
Yeah.
The problem is though, the assholes who fail are keeping all the like regular people from just getting to gold, which is all they really want. So that they can get that legendary skin at the end of the season. Like, for fuck's sake.
Please. Ugh. I actually played a little bit of League today. I just wanted to do the placement, see where I was at. I'm not much better than I was when I left. But, so, whatever.
That's what happens.
Actually, no, hold on. There's a whole division under me now. So, I might be better? I don't know. Whatever. Figure it out later.
So... I ordered a Stadia Founders Pack. I did.
I heard about that.
Yeah. There's a second controller involved. It is wasabi.
It's wasabi.
The wasabi is more mint than I thought it was going to be, but it looks very good.
Yeah, it is nice.
Okay, also, like, I might be tripping, but like the Midnight Blue one, it just looks black, right?
It does look black, yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Because I was looking at it, I was like, that's black and orange, I think.
Well, here's the thing, though, Rocky. I don't know if you looked at the sky at midnight when there's, like, not a lot of light pollution. It looks black.
That's fair. I can take that. I will accept that.
I bet it'll look, like, slightly more blue in person because you'll get a chance to put it next to something that's actually black and be like, oh, yeah, that's blue. It's like when you accidentally pull out your dark, dark, dark blue pants when you meant to go for your black dress pants before an interview, and then you're wearing a black jacket and dark blue pants, and you can definitely tell they're the wrong color.
Ooh, I hate that. That's why, like, I have a fluorescent white bulb, elsewhere in my apartment, where, like, the one that, like, kind of glows yellow, where I can confuse the two.
Oh, yeah.
I just gotta
make sure to hang all of my colored pants together, and all my black pants are on a separate, like, rack. Well, it's not really a rack. It's just like one of those pants hangers, you know, where there's just like 5 straight bars across it, so you can hang like 10 pairs of pants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Innovators.
Do we have any more Google business?
I am low-key mad that the Square Enix collaboration just includes Final Fantasy 15. I mean, I get it. Like, I understand why they're doing that. But if this doesn't end with a 4K remake of Final Fantasy VI, I'm burning Square Enix to the ground. That's just it. That's where I'm at. I'm done with my Google business.
What if we get to the Square Enix presentation and they're like, oh yeah, we're also including Final Fantasy VIII. Not Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy VIII.
Final Fantasy VIII, like, wasn't good. I mean, there was a dog, you can pet it, and you could shoot it at people, and that was cool. And, like, Gunblades came from that also, I guess. But Triple Triad was whack. And I don't care who knows. And, like, I'm sick of, like, military battle schools with kids that save the world. I'm sick of that story. It's so fake.
Sir, I have bad news about lots of Japanese role-playing games.
I have bad news about lots of Japanese anime.
I know. I don't watch those anime anymore. And I definitely don't play those games. I know that they're around. I know that they make big money, but, like, that's not my vibe. And I'm not going to apologize for it.
I could have sworn that Kingdom Hearts was part of the announced pack of games, but
I didn't see it listed anywhere, but
okay.
I thought it was gonna be. But I mean, we'll see if Square Enix says something about it. I know they did a concert like Saturday night, and they unveiled the new Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC trailer, where you get to
they asked, actually, like, people who saw that trailer weren't supposed to share it, because I think they're bringing it to E3 too. So Squeenix, the director for Kingdom Hearts, is actually really upset that people already know.
Wait, actually, hold on. Didn't this happen last time?
Yeah, this happened last time. They're like, this is a treat for you guys. We're going to show everyone else at E3. And then, like, everybody from the fucking symphony went online and was like, guys.
Oh, man. That's so silly. Yeah, it was like the Xbox announcement or something, right? Or was it just like Kingdom Hearts 3?
I think it was that it's coming on Xbox.
Yeah. Jeez.
I guess the one other thing I have on Stadia, and then I guess we can move on to the barrel of laughs that is EA, is this was also kind of like the coming out party for Bungie now that they've been freed from Activision.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh wow, now that you're unburdened by Activision bullshit, I found myself actually wanting to play Destiny 2. Like, it's already like an entirely different presentation of the way that they're talking about the game. And they're like, hey, year one is going free to play, and you're going to have cross-save and cross-play available. And I'm like, man, this is all really exciting. And like as Tegan and I were watching it, we're like, yeah, let's go be bad at shooting together.
Yeah, let's go be garbage. It'll be fun. This looks like fun, like a place where I can fuck around and have fun fucking around and fucking up.
Right. And I feel like somehow it was a good pack-in choice for the, like, giving somebody like all the damn Destiny 2 DLC with the Founders Pack seems like a good idea. Like, it feels like counterintuitive, but like once it was presented to me, it felt right. Like, it's like, yeah, I can get behind this. I want to fuck with this game now. Like, yeah. It felt like a well-calculated decision that if you had told it to me outside of the prism of the presentation, I've been like, that seems ill-considered. But like once I was actually presented with it in the fullness of the way, like Bungie wanted to talk about it, like, I was on board. So, yeah, more of that. Who here wants to talk about the arts, which are electronic?
I'm bored.
Rocky's giggling.
EA bores me. EA bores me.
Rocky?
I didn't watch EA play. I totally skipped it. I'm actually just reading a summary of it now. I did see a little bit of Fallen Order. I hope the Star Wars nerds love it.
Fallen Order looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they showed more Fallen Order at the Microsoft show today. It looks good. It looks like a pretty good story. I don't know. I think it looks good. Maybe Brian disagrees.
No, I'm on board. Like, if you want to tell me that, like, Vince Zampella has the keys to Star Wars, like, I'm going to pay attention. Like, this is the guy who did you a Titanfall and did you a Call of Duty 4. Not to, have any confusion.
A Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare? Or a Call of Duty Black Ops 4?
Call of Duty 4.
A couple of 4s now.
Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare.
Oh, okay. So the Modern Warfare that everybody likes.
Correct. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, if you want to have your senior director on your Star Wars game be Vince Zampella, who is the guy who was behind Titanfall and Titanfall 2 and Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, I'm all for it, because that guy knows what the fuck he's doing. And Uncharted dry humping Sekiro in space looks like a good time. Also, that cuddly shoulder robot is the best. Like, I'm way on board with cuddly shoulder robot. I thought all the sports stuff looked dumb. It was the most...
It always looks dumb.
But what's weird is it felt like even more dumb than usual, which I think probably has to do with, like, where we are right now with microtransactions and the government. Like, EA had to seem timid by necessity in their present... Like, they usually lead with sports. They usually start their presentation with, like, hey, everybody, fucking sports. Like, remember 2 years ago when we did this shit and they brought out the goddamn marching band to start the show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, hey, guys, fucking sports. Like, this year...
Who likes sports?
Yeah.
Like, the 10 people you have in your fucking room. What else?
And this year they didn't even get to the sports until 90 minutes into their presentation. And it was like, they were like, we regret to inform you it is sports.
Well, I am actually genuinely tickled by the idea that Madden is, like, slowly escalating into an actual fighting game. I don't know if you remember, I think it was, like, E3 2014 or so, when they were talking about adding, like, combos that you could string together while you're, like, running the ball or whatever the fuck. And then, then they added, like a story mode, which, like, Street Fighter did, like, they got serious about around, like, Alpha and, like, Street Fighter 4, I think. And now they added X Factor abilities. Like, Madden is Marvel now? Like, dude, come on.
Yep.
Tell me you're not down. That sounds hilarious. But, like, once or whatever. Like, I'm not going to pay $60 for it. I'll pay, like 5 in, like, 2020 or whatever.
I thought the overall presentation of the show was, like, mostly lame and apologetic. Like, by going to an all like couch format, with like chairs and couches and being like, hey, people are going to come out now and talk about this game. Like, not having people standing on a stage kind of felt like them, once again, like, apologizing for still having a show. Like, hey, guys. It really was like, sorry we're here this year.
Yeah, like, well, I mean, I didn't watch it, so I can't say that, but it reminds me of that one, like, moment in 30 Rock where they had Steve Buscemi, like, pretending to be, like, a high school kid, and he's just, like, in, like, a track jacket and, like, holding a skateboard over his shoulder. And
Yeah,
just, like,
how do you do, fellow kids?
Yep.
Yeah, like that. It's like, they're trying to, like, be like us, be like people, but, like, EA is clearly not made of people. Like us.
I think that the best thing that they did on the whole show was, like, the EA Originals brand got a larger slice, once again, reminding everybody that Sea of Solitude is out next month. And then, like, going, like, oh, and by the way, there are 3 new titles coming from EA Originals. The first one was a game called Rust Heart, which really jumped out at me, and it was like, it's like, hey, would you like to play Iron Giant and have your emotions ruined? Rust
Simultaneously?
Heart. Yeah. I'm like, okay, you see my ass. I'll do it. And then the developer of Fee's got a new game with them called Lost in Random. Like, Fee didn't really do it for me, so, like, okay, whatever. And they didn't have anything to show for it yet. And then the last thing they did was, like, fucking wheel out Joseph Ferris and be like, hey, everybody, guess what? They gave me another stack of money.
Can you believe it? Because I sure as fuck can't.
So, God bless. Like, if there's any reason for the continued existence of EA, it's the fact that they don't seem to fuck up their, like, funding of indie studios. Like, everything else might be hit or miss, but that's the one thing they don't seem to fuck up.
Well, at least recently.
Fair.
Doesn't matter. They'll tear them all apart.
Hey. I want to believe. But who knows? Okay. What's the next thing?
Microsoft.
Microsoft did, like, what, 60 games? It's a little low for this year, right? Didn't they do, like, 150 last year or something?
Rocky.
Yeah.
Your tongue is beyond your cheek at this point.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I spoke out of turn.
Oh, that is fucked.
No, Microsoft show was pretty good. Like, I mean, I don't have any plans to buy an Xbox, and I don't think I'm actually going to get, Game Pass, but I saw some stuff on Game Pass, and it looked legitimately interesting. And, like, Microsoft fans, whether they're on PC or playing on Xbox or looking forward to Scarlett Johansson's next role, have things to be excited about. And, like, I'm happy for them.
Before we actually dig into the Microsoft show itself, I wanted to call out this thing that Microsoft posted on Twitter, which is like, hey, here's Xbox's schedule for E3. It is the Xbox E3 schedule. And gosh, it sure does seem to say that they're going to be at the fucking Nintendo briefing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's scheduled at the same time, so they'll probably show up.
Yeah. I mean, it's something that I think that we've been talking about on this show for quite a while. Like, when was it going to happen? Who was going to be on whose stage? What were they going to talk about? I'm readying my predictions. My last minute final predictions for this, and they are threefold. 1, Xbox Game Pass on Switch. 2, Banjo for Smash. And 3, a smattering of Xbox Game Studio games announced for Switch, including the new Ori game and some other stuff.
I don't think they're going to pull the trigger on Game Pass yet. Banjo for Smash would make sense since Sakura is set to announce a new character tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but Tuesday.
Yep.
Whenever this comes out, and what was the third one? Oh, Game Studios game. Yeah, because they own 50 studios now. That makes sense. I don't have a problem with that, but I don't think they're going to pull pull the trigger on Game Pass yet.
What if it's Minecraft Steve in Smash?
Then I'd actually be mad. I mean, I'm not gonna stop playing Smash because of it, but I'm gonna be fucking mad.
They can't put Minecraft Steve in Smash because Hatsune Miku created Minecraft. And they didn't get her permission.
Yo, but what if it's Hatsune Miku in
If it's Hatsune Miku, then Krypton Future Media better fucking be there, and her ultimate has got to be the leak spin.
I don't know what the leak spin is, but I'm down. That sounds great.
It's I would imagine it as kind of like the hammer, where you're
oh, like the hammer that you pick up and you just smack forever.
Yeah. That one. But it's a giant leak, and she just
and then
you know what leak spin is. You just don't know what leak spin is.
You know, I'll trust you on that one.
I will send it to you later, and you'll be like, "Oh yeah, I fucking know what this is."
That's happened before. You know, I might actually know what leak spin is. I apologize in advance. Only if Hatsune Miku is day one busted, because apparently all the cute female characters are busted in this game. That's just how it works.
Yeah,
that's where we live in now.
That gets the girls in, and then they're like, "Oh wait, I'm a top tier player now. Sweet."
I'm a top tier player now. No! Man. That's the whole thing. But Minecraft Steve, I think I'd be big mad about. You already know how I feel about Banjo. It'd be great. I'd love it. I would like to see the Minecraft dungeon get ported to Switch.
That's also
Minecraft
felt likely
Dungeons
to me.
Looks interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It gives me big
Go ahead, say it.
Diablo vibes.
Yep, there it is.
I was wondering if that's what you guys wanted me to say, but it gives me big Diablo vibes. It looks so smooth though. For still being so blocky, it looks so smooth.
What a time to be alive.
It definitely had a good look. It had a real good look. And
also, I am surprised that Ori isn't on the Switch yet, but I realize it's because it's tied up in Microsoft.
I definitely looked at Minecraft Dungeons, and I thought the Forbidden Sentence, and I was like, this looks like it'd be perfect for Switch.
The
and
Forbidden
it's like,
Sentence?
oh.
Like everyone says it, dude. Everybody knows. What were they trying to... Oh, there was something on the Microsoft stage. No, was it Microsoft?
Okay, let's run it down, because they did a shit ton. First thing they did was lead with the Outer Worlds and announce a release date for the Outer Worlds. So like
Yeah, that looked cool.
Yeah, guys, like holy shit. I'm way on board. Then came Minecraft Dungeons. Does anybody have any additional thoughts on Outer Worlds that they want to shout out?
I'm gonna get it.
Yep.
I think I'm
Looks
gonna
dope.
get it. I might actually play a game on Xbox and not just be like, hey, Alex, will you play this game for me so I can watch? I might actually play a game on Xbox.
Yeah, I can't wait to
Shut
dig
up.
Myself.
into it. Minecraft Dungeons. It sounds like everybody here thinks it's perfect for Switch and looks like Diablo.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Ninja Theory, 4v4 melee-based game. Bleeding Edge.
Yeah, they took Splatoon and they took Overwatch and made it all melee and made it look really cool.
Yeah.
It looked cool.
Like,
I don't know how the balance is gonna be, but like...
It does look very good.
This fucking game is that kid who you always were awkward around in school because you thought he was so much cooler than you. And you're just like, hey, Steve. Yeah, I see your motorcycle and you're a lifeguard.
Mhm.
Fuck. You know, like, it has... Goddamn, all these characters look amazing. Like, I want to be Axe Guy. I want to be Axe Guy, like, all the time. Like,
I want to be girl who has got like the buzzsaw for like a lower body.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
What Buttercup?
Yup.
Dude,
It just...
she looks cool.
It had like a real fun, irreverent, like it looked like, hey guys, you're gonna have a shit ton of fun with this. And I think it was a good thing that they kept on pounding you with stuff that was first party, because people have been asking now for years, where's the first party? Where's the first party? And Microsoft has had to say, like, it's coming, guys, because they had to buy studios and ramp up production. You know,
Right.
So, like, Outer Worlds, first party, you're going to get it on Game Pass. Minecraft Dungeons, first party, you're going to get it on Game Pass. Bleeding Edge, first party, you're going to get it on Game Pass. Like, Ori and the Will-o-the-Wisp was the next game. First party, you're going to get it on fucking Game Pass. Like, the first 4 games they showed were all first party titles. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like Jiminy Christmas.
They've been busy. Games take time.
Yep. Then there was that Blair Witch thing.
Yeah, that looked freaky.
Did anybody else think that they were getting fucking, like, swerved with Resident Evil?
I thought I was getting swerved with Silent Hill.
Silent Hill.
I was looking at it and I was like, is that Silent Hill? And then we were like, Blair Witch?
So
I'm not
yeah.
looking. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not looking forward to it.
fair.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like horror games. Alex loves horror games, so I have to look forward to hating it.
And then this was the second straight year where CD Projekt Red showed their stuff on Microsoft stage,
Mm-hmm.
which I think was a good look. Holy shit, Keanu Reeves is in Cyberpunk.
Right?
No,
Keanu
Keanu Reeves
Reeves.
has laid claim to 2019. It belongs to him now. It's his
It's
year.
his year. It's his year. It's the year of the immortal.
They should not have killed this fucking dog.
And he said that we were all breathtaking. I heard it. You heard it too.
Yeah, he
Man.
did.
I had the Yoshi face on. It was great.
Good man. What a good man.
Then they announced some like more Xbox Game Pass games, like including.
Wait. Before we talk about the good Xbox games, can we just give Microsoft a shout out for censoring the Cyberpunk 2077 trailer so that I could watch it while I was at work? Thank you. Please,
nice
thank you for that, because I was like, as soon as it started, I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to turn my volume down, I won't be able to watch it, and then they bleeped it, and I was like, oh, yes!
Shoutouts.
Thank you.
They mentioned some more stuff coming to Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
Hollow Knight, Borderlands, the Handsome Collection, Batman Arkham Knight, and then probably most surprising, like, Metro Exodus is now in Game Pass. Really showing that, like, Game Pass, it's not just for 4-year-old games anymore. Then came the Battletoads trailer, and I gotta tell you guys, this was the first thing they showed that did not really do it for me. I really wanted to like it, but I'm also nearly 40 fucking years old, and I looked at this thing and I was like, what is this fucking dog shit for? Like, what is this? Like, it's the most like early 90s try-hard trapper keeper bullshit. Like, this game likes fruit stripe gum. No. I don't wanna. Is this total silence disagreement?
I didn't think that hard about Battletoads. It was a thing that was on my screen, and I let it go, I guess.
Yeah.
Battletoads, makes me sad for reasons that aren't that. It's not that it's like, oh, this is the, like, most early 90s bullshit. It's just like, it's full of boy humor. You know? It's not clever. It's not silly. It's just dumb.
It's not just boy humor, Tegan. It's boy humor, which is intended for a very specific, like, age demographic?
Yeah, like, what even age demographic would that be anymore?
Well,
teenage boys.
Yeah,
no, not even teenage boys, you think?
Well, the teenage boys who would have liked Battletoads are all my age now. And which is why I kind of think this game is going to fall flat on its ass. Because, like, this is a game for teenage boys, but current teenage boys could give a shit about this. An absolute shit. They're going to look at it and go, whatever, this is dog shit. And then the people who grew up on Battletoads are going to look at this and go, it's a hard pass. It's a hard pass. Which is funny because, like, when Battletoads was presented in, like, the extremely low dose method of, like, here's a Battletoad now in Killer Instinct, it didn't seem like such a bad thing. You're like, look, it's a Battletoad. You know, he's fighting Fulgore. Okay. But now where they're like, look at all these Battletoads. By the way, do you remember their names are fucking Pimple, Zitz, and Rash?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, fuck
Stupid.
me. Like, fuck this. So, no thanks. I gave it The Office. Next up was Spiritfarer and The Legend of Right.
Spiritfarer attacked me. It dragged me out back and reminded me of everything good in the world.
Same.
God, I want to play that game. I want to play that game so bad.
When I saw The Legend of Right, I assumed it was personally going to assault Rocky.
So, full disclosure, I wasn't paying that much attention to the Microsoft stream. I was actually playing League at the time. I don't know what Legend of Right is.
Legend of Right looks good. I'm interested in Legend of Right.
Wait, is that that's the like storybook looking thing?
Yeah.
That's
that game did
your
look good.
D&D notes are coming to life.
Yeah.
That one did look neat. but I didn't get to watch that much of it. So I had like the stream on like next to me, but I was also playing League. But it looks good. Definitely looks bright and colorful, and I liked how like the pencil like drawings like showed a lot of character. It didn't just look like random stick figure trash. It was really cool.
Yep. It kind of felt like the combination of like two different ideas that we had seen like bandied about in game development the last couple of years. It reminded me of what would happen if the ideas behind Drawn to Death were presented with the same line of thinking as Octopath Traveler. And I'm like, oh, this seems smart. This seems fun. Then we got Wasteland 3 with a very cheeky and funny trailer, which I thought was cute. It was also like another good, here's another first party reveal, because they bought, In Exile. So showing Wasteland 3 was another good, like, here's another thing which is coming. And it's also good to see that it is still a CRPG. The Lego Star Wars game I could have given a shit about. Then came like the oh shit announcement. Now there had been rumors floating around before the show that they were going to announce another studio acquisition. Rumors for Don't Nod, rumors for IO Interactive. And then they come along with an acquisition that's a bigger deal than either of those by a long shot. Mm-hmm. Hey guys, we bought fucking Double Fine.
And guess what?
Psychonauts 2 is going to be
Psychonauts 2! Can I say, so I was like, they were like, we bought Double Fine. And I was like, you what? And then they were like, and now we're going to do Psychonauts 2. And my like reaction was literally, Psychonauts 2! Psychonauts 2! And it was like, guys, stop. Tegan, stop. You're going to give yourself an asthma attack. But I was too excited. I was too excited.
Like, who expected to see fucking Tim Schafer walking out on stage at Microsoft? Like,
I was so excited.
Oh, man. Especially since we're starting to see, like, the fruit being born of some of these, like, studio acquisitions that they've done. That, like, it is obviously apparent, like, Ninja Theory is just doing whatever the fuck they want. Like, and Phil Spencer said, like, hey, these studios we're acquiring them because we like what they're already doing and we want them to keep on doing it.
We want to give them money to do what they do.
Right. And it was one of those things where you want to believe somebody because they seem to have been acting in good faith in the marketplace, but you can't really believe it until you can test it. And this was the first chance to see what these studios have been developing since their various acquisitions, and so like seeing what those studios have been working on, it felt like good news to hear that like Double Fine is now going to have a boatload of Microsoft money, because holy shit, the crazy weird bullshit that could come out.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait to be made so amazingly uncomfortable again.
Oh, Tegan, we could live in a world where we could get fucking Stacking 2. Like Stacking 2 could happen. Oh.
Stacking 2 could happen.
Oh my god.
But
Psychonauts 2 will happen.
Yeah.
Yes. And when I heard that Double Fine was bought by Microsoft, I got a little concerned. Because I feel like, and this is me definitely, on the more cautious edge of this, but I feel like Microsoft is on their way to becoming the new EA. Like, EA, they bought a lot of very successful studios that were putting out franchises like Tony Hawk and Guitar Hero, and they definitely did want them to keep doing what they were doing. They just wanted them to do it every year and to do it faster. And I know that, like, Microsoft doesn't have that kind of need. They definitely have enough revenue streams that they can let people kick it. But I am cautious because if Microsoft decides they want to become more aggressive about their content releases with these various studios, we might end up seeing similar patterns. And I'm trying to be wary of that.
Well, my concern is a little bit different there. Allow for me to read you a clever tweet.
Sure.
I tweeted this following thing.
Oh, here we go.
Who will run out of indies to co-opt first? Xbox or WWE? Because, like, there are now 17 different fucking studios within Xbox Game Studios.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, and like I've always said, like, trust people, not companies. You know, like, y'all know how I feel about that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't trust Microsoft as far as I could throw Microsoft, but there are some good people at Microsoft right now. But I'm like,
That's
Lord,
true.
I'm like, Lord, what happens if tomorrow, if Cool Dad Phil Spencer gets hit by a bus full of nuns? What happens?
Why does it have to be nuns? Well, we have to put that on them.
Okay, how about a bus full of not nuns?
You know what? That makes a lot more sense.
Okay.
It's going to suck for them. It's not as bad as nuns. Nuns, they carry that with them for the rest of their lives. For the rest of their service? Bruh.
Yeah.
Whew.
But my concern would be, like, is there enough senior leadership within the Xbox division that Xbox would continue to be run the way it is right now? You know, like, if that's the case, then we can all breathe a little bit easier and be like, okay, these 17 studios will continue to, like, work on what they want to work on and, you know, do what they want to do. But man.
I get what you're saying. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's likely that there are, because, you know, Phil Spencer, as good as he is, he's still just a man at, like, a multi-billion-dollar company. And maybe, like, you know, multi-hundred million slice of a multi-billion-dollar company. But nonetheless, one man can't steer the whole thing, like, if everything else is trying to resist him.
Right.
So, like, it's likely that people want to follow the vision that Phil Spencer has been presenting to the public, which is that they want to help people make the games they want to make in a reasonable and, like, humane manner. And hopefully that continues. But those things can change, and they change more insidiously than they do obviously. Like, it probably wouldn't be that Phil Spencer's the one that leaves, but he might be the last one that ends up being there after a couple years. Just like, you know, some people start moving to different companies, some people spin off into their own businesses, and, like, I'm saying that we could get there. And I know that the machine that is Microsoft is bigger than Phil Spencer. And I'm not sure if it's bigger than the whole thing, but at the very least, it looks like good people are currently in charge and are pushing the right buttons, pulling the right levers.
I can only hope that he has built that infrastructure and has laid that groundwork, because it really feels like what's going on right there right now is pretty special, and I'd like to see it continue.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on with that specialness, apparently it sounds like more than one of us were bowled on our fucking ass by the Double Fine acquisition of that Psychonauts 2 footage. Please put that shit straight into my veins.
Mm-hmm.
Then Microsoft Flight Simulator got announced.
I heard about that. I didn't see it.
I mean, it looked good. Like, it was pretty.
I'm gonna need a goofy flight stick for my Xbox, I guess. Like,
Yeah, I guess you're gonna need a goofy flight stick.
Can you use it on your Stadia? I hope you can. I hope that for you, man.
I think the more places you can use a goofy flight stick, the better.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was definitely one of the most, like, gif of a guy cocking his head quizzically announcements of the show. Like,
Yep. For sure.
yeah, I was like, okay, Battletoads, I feel definitively comfortable saying, like, this is for no one. But with Flight Simulator, I was like, who is this for? I believe these people exist, I just don't know them.
Are they the same people that buy maybe the Ace Combat games?
Yeah, there are dozens of them.
Like, I feel like these are guys who, like, read David McCullough history books and probably, like, build their own decks and maybe put their sock feet on the coffee table and have, like, one file labeled receipts on the computer with porn in it.
So it's like Festival Hardbody before we knew him.
Man, Hardbody before he got in the game. Man. God. So I think that the Impossible Coin perspective on Microsoft Flight Simulator is shrug.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a game.
Yeah, then like Age of Empires 2 is getting remastered.
Oh, there are some nerds that are really excited about that.
Yeah, there are some nerds who are very excited for that.
Yeah, there were some diamond cutting dorks after that announcement. Like, it was... Whew. Man.
I'll give you that one.
Not for me, but it's definitely for somebody. I could hear the screams in the streets. Then Way to the Woods, that's definitely my kind of bullshit. It's like, look at this deer with the glowing antlers.
That is also my kind of bullshit.
It looks dope. I'm not sure if I'd play it. No, I probably played it at some point, like on my own, but I would definitely watch Let's Play of it.
It's like, Way in the Woods, I was like, ooh, this is really pretty. Ooh, this looks really cool. And then it was like, Station West entrance, and the kanji, and I'm like, oh fuck, we're in Tokyo? Why are we in Tokyo? Why is this deer on the subway? Who knows?
Because that's where deers go, Tegan.
Deers go on the subway.
Deers go
just trying to get home.
Subway deers. God damn it. And then came this fucking weeb shit.
Yeah.
Do you mean Tales of Arise?
Yeah, you mean some weeb-ass weeb shit?
No, before we got to that weeb shit, there was Dragon Ball's Kakarot.
Oh,
it's
no.
Kakarot.
No.
Kakarot,
say that
dude.
again, Brian. Stop.
I know you know how to say it, dude. Like,
you know how to say Kakarot. You know.
You know how you do stuff just to press my buttons, Tegan?
Did you do that just to press our buttons? Because I think you simultaneously set both Rocky and I off.
That was unkind.
Check and mate, friends. Talk about the game.
Ooh, it looks like another Dragon Ball game.
They used all the Japanese voices, and I was like, fuck, I forgot Goku sounded like a little kid.
Yeah, right?
He is a little kid, but, like, I forgot.
Yeah, you know, like, he asked someone what kissing was after he had, like, 3 kids.
Yeah, he had 3 kids. He's like, what's a kiss?
How does that even fucking work?
No, dude, like, Goku doesn't fucking work. He hasn't had a job ever. He just wins tournaments because he's, like, naturally strong. He's a fucking alien that punches dudes.
He wins tournaments, he saves the Earth, but he only saves the Earth after literally, like, letting the enemy power up to as strong as they possibly could be, because all he fucking cares, he doesn't care about saving the Earth. He cares about fighting strong fights. That's it. Goku's a dick.
Goku is a dick. There was that one time when he killed Krillin and he went Super Saiyan, and he was big mad, but, like, he also didn't care about saving Namek at all. He definitely let Frieza just blow up the planet Namek.
Oh, yeah, no, he did it on purpose, for sure. He was like, how strong can this dude be? Oh, he blew up a planet. Cool.
So you're right, so let's finish this.
I can blow up a planet, too.
Oh, man.
Nico also has opinions, as you can tell.
But, Goku's definitely, like, the opposite of the spectrum. Well, like, I mean, obviously, of, like, Vegeta. Because, like, well, Goku definitely had 2 kids before kissing his wife. Vegeta had, like, 2 kids before holding his wife's hand. But that's because Goku's an idiot, but Vegeta has intimacy problems. I don't even think Vegeta had a mother. I don't know what Saiyan moms are like.
Vegeta is very kind and very good to Bulma, but, like, that's in private.
Yeah, just
that's none of your fucking business, Kakarot. Please. I'll treat my wife how I think I should treat her. And, like, he listens to her and he does what she asks, and, like, he's a very good husband. So I fully believe that, like, they hold hands in private, at home only, and never in public. And fuck you if you see him doing affection in public. Like, something is very wrong if he is doing affection in public. He thinks this situation is exceptionally dire.
Well, there was that one time when Beerus like smacked Bulma, and like Vegeta went like Super Saiyan Blue and hit the shit out of him, and that was like for like a second.
That's exactly how I want my husband to react if somebody smacks me.
Like, dude, it was wild, dude. But yeah,
no
Dragon Ball's
question,
great, Brad.
Super Saiyan Blue.
So it sounds like you guys are all aboard this Dragon Ball Carrot game.
Oh, I absolutely have no interest in it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play it. Like, I've seen the... Brian, you gotta understand. Like, they've made the exact same Dragon Ball Z story in, like, 12 different games.
Yeah,
like,
we just know it. We just know the story.
It's just so perfect, because you know what it sounds like? It sounds like, well, guys, 8 out of 10 would not buy. Like...
Yeah!
You're absolutely correct.
Yeah,
glowing
like,
reviews from Impossible Coin, who have not played it. I don't think it's actually playable since it's not coming until 2020. But, like, fuck it, it's gonna be a ride. Do you like Dragon Ball? You'll like this game.
Like, it's for the Dragon Ball people that, like, that are just now getting through Dragon Ball. Because, like, I played Dragon Ball, like, I played, like, the Game Boy Advance games. I played Budokai 2, Budokai 3, Budokai, Tenkaichi, and I've played Fighters. I played a little bit of Xenoverse. Dude, I've played, like, fucking 10, 15 Dragon Ball Z
2,
games.
Xenoverse XV.
And if they just want me to play it so I can get the story again with, like, the original Japanese voices, I don't need it. I heard it. Heard it in, like, 2009. Like, whatever.
I watched it. I watched it on Toonami.
Like, that's the thing. But, like, if you haven't had that Dragon Ball, like, story game experience and you don't want to play fighters, like, whatever. Buy the game. Have fun. Enjoy yourself.
If you do, because you just like Dragon Ball a bunch, like, you're gonna have a good time. You know you're gonna have a good time. Just go ahead.
True.
Okay. So next up was our first time loop game of E3.
Yep. You are correct.
12 minutes?
12 minutes. I'm very interested in 12 minutes.
Yes,
I'm
I
very
am as
interested
well.
in 12 minutes. I saw, like, the top down, and I saw the art style, and I was like, oh, okay. And then he was like, we've done this before. I know what this is. You tried to surprise me. I was just like, huh? And then he's like, and then it was just like, you do the same 12 minutes over and over again. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm in. I'm in.
I was big shook.
Did either of you guys play the Sexy Brutale?
No.
What is that?
So the Sexy Brutale is a game that came out last year, which is about a hotel casino where all the guests are murdered. Now you have the power to stop the murders, and so like the day keeps on repeating over and over again. And so you like have to like roam around the Sexy Brutale, because that's the name of the location, gathering clues and figuring out ways to prevent each murder. And you can never be in the same room as players, as the other characters. So you can't be seen. And so like you have to figure out how to like stop all these different murders by like repeating the same day over and over and over again. It was pretty fun. It's on Switch now. So if somebody wanted to fuck with the Sexy Brutale, it's out on Switch for like $20. Has a real good art style. That was definitely something I thought during E3 so far, which is like, I guess time loops are here, and I think I'm ready for it.
We're about streaming and time loops this year.
Yep.
2 keywords.
Welcome to streaming and time loops. And I think I'm on board. I was on board with the 12 minutes. I thought it looked good. Breaking news, and if you guys already knew this, just feel free to like yell at me and call me stupid. Were you aware that the leaked Final Fantasy VII Remake trailer includes the release date?
No.
Yes.
No. Don't tell me.
I won't.
Don't tell me. I'll find out tomorrow.
I'm seriously not going to tell you.
Please don't.
Okay.
I'm telling Brian. I'm more telling Brian than you.
Okay.
You'll respect my wishes.
Jesus.
Ooh, got him.
That's unkind, Tegan.
But it's not entirely
that shouldn't
inaccurate.
be surprising.
I'm going to tell the carrot.
You're gonna tell who? Oh, you mean Kakarot? Okay, never mind. I'm caught up.
Okay. Then they showed Gears 5.
Yeah.
And they really dwelled and focused on the female lead for Gears 5, the playable character. Showed a lot more of her in the stream after the press conference. And I think I stan.
Oh, let's go!
Yeah.
Brian's out here standing!
Yeah, man. I'm sorry. Like, that fucking haircut, guys. I don't know.
Yeah, he does. He knows. Don't listen to him.
Are we going to talk about the fact that they used Bad Guy?
Look, all
we
music
just
is
gonna
Billie
ignore
Eilish
that?
now. All music is Billie Eilish. Welcome to the future. All restaurants are Taco Bell and all music is Billie Eilish.
I actually exclusively listen to like lo-fi hip-hop beats to study and sleep to, so I don't know what you're talking about right now.
Really?
No. It's a lie, Deacon. Holy shit. I know who Billie Eilish is.
I know you know, but like...
He doesn't exist at the bottom of the sea. He knows, like...
Well, I mean, I know he knows who it is, but like, I don't know if he like just knows about it passing because like that's how people hear about music, or if he knows about it because he's like actively seeking it out.
No, I'm not a fan of Billie Eilish. I think her stuff is fine, but it's gimmicky at best. But
Okay.
Yeah.
So like I'm all on board with this Kate Diaz, who is the main character of Gears 5.
True.
The stuff that they showed in the stream after the main stream, where they like were showing more of like the gameplay, seemed to like focus more, like an increased focus on like traversal and environmental puzzle solving, and a lot more exploration. Like, Gears has historically been like, walk down this corridor, take cover, walk down this corridor, take cover, walk down this corridor, take cover. And when they introduced it, it was like revolutionary, but like when we've had a decade of games where you walk down this corridor and then take cover, it doesn't really yank your crank anymore. But this Gears looks like it is a Gears which has been made in the context of like changes to games in the intervening years, which is pretty exciting. Like, I can't believe I want to play a fucking Gears of War game. That's weird.
Well, it's also Cliffy B's out, right? So, I mean, has to be some mitigating factor. Like new people like at the helm and whatever.
Yeah, like I definitely appreciated like how hungry the studio felt. Where they're like, hey, we did Gears 4, but we really want to show you what we can do. We really want to show off. It's like, I get that. Like, I'm feeling this hunger.
They're out here flexing, man.
Yeah.
They want to flex. Will we give them the chance? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Absolutely. Please.
And, like, I think it was around this time in the presentation where I said, fuck it, I'm signing up for Game Pass. Just because, like, there was so much stuff that they had already shown on the show where I was like, yeah, I really want to play that. Yeah, I really want to play that. Yeah, I really want to play that. I'm like, fuck, why am I not signed up for Game Pass at this point? Like,
right. I mean, everything. They said that every game they talked about is going to be on Game Pass day one.
Yeah. And it's
everything. So at that point, like, why even, like, this is definitely easing people in for the next step, which I know we're going to get to later, but, like, this is an ease in for sure.
It is a future where you are going to buy fewer games. Because you are used to the games that are available on your monthly services, and the stuff that you're buying is just whatever happens not to be synced up with a monthly subscription. Like, and I'm hoping that Sony is not completely caught with their fucking pants down and has some kind of strategy for interacting with this future. Because so far, it kind of doesn't feel like it. But, so I guess to continue, did either of you guys have thoughts on Gears 5 before we move on?
I know it's gonna be cool.
Mm.
Like, I was looking at it, I'm like, this is a cool game. Everybody's gonna play this.
It was a real good trailer, too.
Yeah, it was a good trailer.
Yeah, good trailer. Not just carried by the haircut.
Thing?
What's that?
Yeah, what was with that Terminator DLC? If you pre-order?
Game Pass, actually. Game Pass
Gotcha.
exclusive.
Yeah, it was like you either have to pre-order like the expensive edition, like the $100 edition, or have Game Pass and you get the Terminator DLC.
Like, this Gears 5 game looks real good. I can see people pre-ordering the $100 edition.
Yeah.
True.
Like, I have that vision in my brain.
Yep. I definitely think there will be. And this is something that you and I have also talked about, Tegan, like the idea of like the future of game purchases is you buy the stuff, you deliberately buy the games that you connect to emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
Where you're like, I want this $100 edition because I want this thing on my shelf. Like, I could see a future where there's less $60 boxes sold and more $100 boxes. Because the people who would have bought the $60 box are instead playing it on a game service.
Yeah, they're getting it streamed somehow. At this point, either Stadia or, Game Pass or whatever.
Right. So then they talked about the Lego expansion for Forza Horizon 4.
That looked... Okay, I'm sorry. When that started, I was like, if this were April, I would be like, this is the best fucking April Fool's joke. But it's real, because it's E3.
Yep.
And it's happening in June. It's happening in a couple days.
Yep.
The fuck? What?
It's funny because, like, so Rocky, I think you put it in the chat, you're like, oh, another car on stage, huh?
Yeah.
And then
another car on stage, and then it's like, I was like, that is a really cool silhouette, and then it's like, oh, wait. It's a real car. It's a real fake car, because it's made out of Legos.
We built this Maybach out of Legos because that's what we do here in late capitalism. I think I was on board with it because it seemed to be self-aware of the fact that Microsoft puts cars on stage all the time. They're like, instead of actually putting a car on stage, what if we put a car on stage? So I was cool with it. I'm not going to go out and buy Forza Horizon 4 to play the fucking Lego thing. It did jump out at me that they did not announce a new Forza game.
Yeah.
Like, that series is pretty well annualized, so, like, this is the first year in a while that we just don't have a new Forza. Which I guess, and considering that Playground Games is two different studios, that means that they're giving the one studio, which is working on Forza, time, and then the rumor on the other studio is that they're working on Fable. So, I guess giving them time to breathe.
I'm still really surprised there wasn't a Fable announcement.
Yeah.
Maybe it's too early.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Then they showed more of Dying Light 2, and I was like, oh shit, I still want to play Dying Light 2.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird because it wasn't particularly a lot. It just reminded me of the things I already knew about the game. I was like, oh yeah, this game made a real positive impression on me last year. Come out, game.
Come out. Come on and play.
Yeah. Then they showed the State of Decay 2 Heartland expansion. I've never really been one for that series. I'm sure some people dig it. It's just, I just, survival mechanics in me, like, don't really get along all that well. I'm sure some people enjoy finding nails, but I don't.
I'm just very, very good at gathering.
Then they showed
I'm a tiny dragon on my tiny hoard of junk.
Tiny dragon.
Tiny dragon on my tiny hoard of junk. I hoard junk. Give me those nails. Will I need them later? I don't fucking know. Do you need them? Too bad. I found them. These are mine. This is my hoard.
Nice.
Got some wood planks? I got some wood planks. What do you need them for? No, you can't have mine.
Then they told us about the new Xbox Elite controller.
Mm-hmm. With Forza mode.
Yeah.
Gears mode.
Well, I guess the ability to set 3 different controller settings. Which sounds neat. I'm still not sure that I need that $150 controller. You know?
I mean, you probably don't.
Yeah, you probably do not. Honestly.
Yeah, just... I mean, I'm sure that there's some folks out there who probably play a lot of first-person shooters. Or maybe the fighting games who are like, that looks swell. But for me, it's just like, okay. All right. Then out came the new Tales game.
Mm-hmm.
It's dope. It's an ARPG, which is wild.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Tales has been like an ARPG for like years, but it doesn't look like it's based off random battles. It's just like you run up and fight stuff, and like the Gun Queen looks dope, and like the Shattered Mask dude looks really cool. I don't know what that sword's about, but he pulled it out of her chest, and that was gnarly as fuck. I want to know what that's about.
That's a Utena thing.
It is a new Utena thing. Holy shit! But yeah,
Utena's a lesbian anime, Brian.
It's a vegan lesbian anime. He's seen Utena. I know you have. Huh, Brian? Just tell us. Tell the world. Say it with your chest.
And it's how do you spell it?
Umbrella, Tango, Echo, November, Alpha.
Is it Utena Tenju?
Brian hasn't seen Utena.
Revolutionary Girl Utena?
Yeah, that
That's
one.
her.
Yep,
That's
yep,
the one.
yep.
Oh, they got nice haircuts.
Yeah.
Brian,
They
you should
do.
watch that anime. I don't know.
That's
I don't
it.
remember how long it is. Tegan, how long is it Utena?
I don't think it's that long.
Yeah, only like 900 episodes.
Chill out, Brian. Like this, I would never tell you to watch like One Piece. I know how you feel about long anime. Oh, it's 39, so it's about
That's
a
not
season and a
bad.
half.
Yeah, that's not so bad.
Yeah.
It's a good show. Like, the characters are very good.
And it's like, it's weird.
But yeah, as soon as I saw that, like, sword being pulled out of a girl's chest, I was like, oh man, that's Utena. I know what that's about.
I think I spaced on it because it was a dude. Like, honestly.
So between like the new Tales game and the Dragon Balls game, it really feels like Cool Dad Phil Spencer has really fostered the relationship with Bandai Namco.
Yeah.
Well, that Phil Spencer is into anime secretly.
He's and more than just like Attack on Titan or whatever.
Yeah, he got into like Attack on Titan, and then he got into Dragon Ball, and now he's been watching some quality isekai anime, and yeah. Ooh. Is it bad that like the Tales trailer started and like 2 seconds in, the girl character takes one step down, and I was like, that's an anime shoe, I'm in. I didn't even know it was a Tales game, and I'm like, I'm in for those shoes.
Yo, but that rifle though.
Dang.
There was a really good tweet I think I saw. Someone was like, hey, if the princess from Tales of Arise shoots me, do not prosecute her. Like, it was me. I'm the one that misstepped. I was like, holy shit. Tales of Arise is already, like, stealing hearts, man. I'm all the way in.
Then, like, keeping in the vein of, we were serious about, getting Asian developed games, came Crossfire X.
Mm-hmm.
And the game, like, full on needed a fucking explanation for a Western audience. They're like, hey, everybody, you may have heard of South Korea. There's a lot of Crossfire going on, guys. Pleased to welcome Crossfire X. And, like, the numbers are fucking real on, like, player engagement for this series. Like, averaging 8 million concurrent users. There are 650 million registered users.
There it is.
Jesus Christ. Like, there are active players in 80 countries. It has a higher player count than Call of Duty Online, which is, like, Activision's free-to-play game in China. Like, there are more people playing Crossfire than Call of Duty Online. Like, Crossfire has been, like, this, like, dominant force in the Asian market, but is also something entirely just foreign to the US market. And they're out there like, hey guys, look at this. And you guys think this is going to be a big deal? Like, do you think that this thing is going to, like, dominate and impress in Western markets?
Probably not, no. I think it's more trying to get consoles into Asian markets.
Okay. All right. So you think this is about Microsoft making another play for, like, market position in Asia?
Right. Especially if it has, like, functionality across, like, xCloud or, like, and Game Pass for PC.
Yeah.
Then that gets more people, like, in the Asian markets into the Microsoft ecosystem.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently Microsoft
that may also be the same group they're marketing that Elite controller at.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there was a lot of specific, like, you can, on this new Elite controller, you can tweak, like, the tension in the thumbsticks and, like, the speed of the hair.
Yep.
What is it? Hairline triggers.
Yep.
Like, and then they're like, and Crossfire on Xbox. And it's like, if that will give you the competitive edge in Korea's biggest, like, first-person shooter online, then, like, you're gonna get one.
True. It's like the GameCube controller.
Yeah.
They then announced or I guess followed up on Gears Pop.
Mm-hmm.
It
still looks cute.
Apparently there are already, like, people have been, like, tweeting pictures of them from, like, the floor at E3. There are Gears Funko Pops, which have codes on them now, so that, like, when you get the Gears Pop game, you will just point your camera at the code on the Gears Pop figure, and the Funko Pop will unlock something in the game. So they're full on going toys to life with this thing too.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all neat. Toys to Pop. Jesus, never Toys to Pop. A Toys to Life game for mobile, which I guess follows, like, the Clash Royale model, is probably a thing that's going to make a ton of money, but it's also not for me. Did anybody here give a shit?
Nah.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
It looked cute. Like, it still looks cute. I don't know who's gonna play it.
Then Cool Dad Phil Spencer announced that Microsoft footed the bill for the localization for PSO2.
Yeah.
And it's coming to Xbox.
Yeah. I died. I didn't die the way I'm gonna die on Tuesday when Nintendo does their thing, but I did die.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe we're gonna be able to play Phantasy Star Online. And I can't believe we're gonna be able to play it on the Xbox. I would have thought the PS4 would be where that was going. But the Xbox. That's me. That's for me. That's entirely for me. I'm the one playing that game. I'm gonna be playing Phantasy Star Online, too. Like, it's gonna be me, and that's it. They brought that game for me. Specifically to get me to play on the Xbox. Because they know it's the only one I don't use. What the fuck? I can't believe Cool Dad Phil Spencer, like, watched me play video games for a year and went, huh, she only looks at people who are playing Xbox games and never actually touches the Xbox herself.
He can't, like, Phil Spencer's definitely here for, like, the weeb market this year.
I think really, really so. Like, in a big, big way. Like, Dragon Ball is some, like, entry-level shit, but there was some, like, very, very sophisticated, specific-ass targeting going on here. Like,
It's like, you see, I'm a man of culture as well.
Yeah. I was fucking attacked.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even wearing one of those, like, you know the hoodie. You know the hoodie I'm pretending I'm not gonna mention, but I'm gonna mention. You know the hoodie. It's got the girls' faces all over it. You know the one.
Yeah, the Agaha hoodie. I know what you're
Yeah. I'm like, he wasn't wearing that. But
he might as well have been. I feel that.
Brian, are you gonna play it?
Yeah, I was like, oh man, like I'm back on my Dreamcast bullshit.
Are you gonna be a mech? Are you gonna be like a half mech girl with a gun?
Oh
with a
fuck
big
yes,
gun?
of course.
Rocky, are you gonna play?
I'm not. I would have to buy an Xbox, and I'm not gonna do that.
Rocky, there are some as a guy who's had to look, there are some stupid Xbox deals this week.
Yeah, you can get a purple Fortnite Xbox One S.
Guys, I have a budget. I have a plan for this year. There are a few things that will really wrinkle it. I'm already mad because I forgot about Death Stranding on my first set of calculations, but I have a plan.
No, I can't believe you forgot about Death Stranding.
On my first calculation.
How dare you?
Take him, please. I'm ashamed enough.
But I think that it's a good point to call out that with this presentation that like Microsoft really had something for everybody with this show.
Mm-hmm.
And PSO2 was kind of like, we didn't forget you, weird nerds. Like,
yeah.
And I thought it was a really good move because that is not cheap. Being like, hey guys, you know how Sega hasn't done this for years, and the reason Sega hasn't done it for years is because it's really fucking expensive. Guess what we footed the bill for? Like, that's wild. That's going to move Xboxes. There are people who have wanted PSO for years, and here they come with PSO2 for the Xbox. Like, there are people who are going to legit walk into fucking stores and say, please to sell me an Xbox. Man.
I wonder if there's going to be a bundle.
You know, looking at this show, I can foresee lots of fucking bundles coming out of this show.
Oh, yeah, no, I see a ton of bundles coming out of this show. I wonder if that's going to be one.
That feels like one. Like, here's PSO2.
But it's going to be a limited bundle.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. Like, it's not going to be one of the ones, like, I know with, like with some of the other ones, like with the new COD and stuff, there's going to be, like, bundles out the butt. Like, you're going to be able to walk into a store and get one of those bundles. But I feel like if they're doing a Phantasy Star Online 2 bundle, it'll be like, you have to pre-order it somewhere or you're not going to get one.
It's going to have, like, one of those, like, mech girls with, like, 8 titties on it, and it's going to come with a towel. And it's going to sell...
It comes with a towel, you said.
We've talked about the towel.
Did we just have opposite reactions to it coming with a towel?
Well, like, I know, because you're thinking of, like, the sweat towels. Brian is not talking about sweat towels.
They're all sold as sweat towels.
I'm talking about, I don't think I'm thinking about sweat towels, actually. I think I'm thinking about towels that you specifically, like, bring with you when you go to the onsen to, like, help tie your hair up and stuff.
Yeah, Brian's not talking about those either.
Aww. Dang it.
You gotta remember, you're talking to the king of kink over here. Like, you gotta know where you're at.
It's
I'm
Impossible
sorry,
Coin
I forgot.
Nights.
I forgot we were in night mode. Everyone, quick, make sure your dark theme's on. Fuck.
Dark themes only. And then they premiered the new From Software game with George R. Martin involved.
There's at least 3 more R's in there, man.
Man.
But yeah, like, George R. Martin x Dark Souls. That sounds dope. Like, why wouldn't you be down? What the fuck is this, man?
It's like... From Software's Miyazaki and Game of Thrones' George R. Martin hanging out at the Buffalo Wild Wings. They're both throwing back Bahama Mamas. And, like, one of them's like, man, they keep on wanting me to make another Dark Souls. You know what I say? Fuck them.
It's like, yeah, man, they keep wanting me to make another Game of Thrones. You know what? Fuck them, too.
Hey, can we get some more Bahama Mamas over here and some more of those nuclear wings? You know what? I got an idea.
I don't want him to make another Game of Thrones. I don't want him to make another Game of Thrones. I want him to finish the Game of Thrones he started.
Yeah, he's
well,
not
you know
going
what,
to
Tegan, I got
book.
priorities.
He made it Dark Souls instead.
I just want you to finish the book. You got 2 more to go, please. Stop writing other stuff for, like, 10 minutes, please.
Let me tell you what I'm going to do, Tegan. I'm going to eat these wings, I'm going to drink this Bahama Mama, and I'm going to write this open-world action RPG which has a skill-based combat system.
Why can't I just want a book. I just want my book. Please.
Tegan.
I'm begging.
Here's what I want you to do.
I will throw any amount of money.
I want you to eat
man.
these habanero pineapple wings while I drink your fucking tears.
I will eat the habanero pineapple wings and drink my own tears if it will mean him writing this fucking book, please. I'm dying. My crops are dying.
My crops.
I've already waited half the amount of time I waited for Dancing with Dragons.
Oh, yeah.
And he's written like 8 other books in that time.
He really has,
and
yeah.
like 3 video games. For fuck's sake. Those all take a long time. Just write the book.
No,
so,
see,
were people on board with this?
Like, George R.R. Martin got into the book writing business because he loves drinking tears. But he got to a point where, like, no amount of carnage he could write will give people more tears, so he decided to stop writing. That's what he cares about. He cares about tears. Game looks great, though.
Yeah, all right.
But, like, also, fuck these guys. Like, what the fuck?
Man, I guess, like, enjoy your time at Buffalo Wild Wings, George R.R. Martin and Mr. Miyazaki, like, and I guess get this game out quickly so you can do other stuff too, but make sure it's good. I don't know. In fact, do what you want. Do what you want.
No, but what he wants is to not write the books. Brian, please.
This video game was a mistake.
Oh, man.
So I guess in conclusion, we're excited about it, but wish it didn't exist?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
No, I'm glad it exists. I just wish the book was done.
And then Cool Dad started talking about a little bit about Project Stream and Project Scarlet.
Mm-hmm.
And that funneled directly into Halo Infinite. So guys, that's a lot of ground to cover. That's 3 different topics. How do y'all feel about those various topics?
Scarlet's specs sound similar to PS5. Halo Infinite is great for Halo nerds, but I barely care. There was a third thing. What was the third thing?
Stream Tech.
Oh, Stream Tech's happening. I was interested in that, but I like Stadia. I'd like to have it in my hands before I form a real opinion about it.
Mm-hmm. Somebody who I know who's real hard, like a PlayStation stan, was like, ooh, Microsoft's putting the cart before the horse. And I was just like, what the fuck are you talking about? And they're like, oh yeah, they're teasing like the Project Scarlet thing more, but like Sony's out here gonna make a counter argument in a week. And all I could think was like, the state of play has already been recorded. There's no way they're changing something the week before E3. And there's no way they're gonna address the non-existent PS5 yet. Or they'd be at E3.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
they'd be there if they had something big like that to show. they're not gonna talk about it. Microsoft won at this point. Microsoft won.
Nice pizza.
I mean, Microsoft has 2 different boxes in streaming.
And it's coming out holiday 2020.
And big game passes.
Big game passes. Big games. Big game passes.
Yeah, like I'm definitely with you, Rocky, that like I think at this point the only people who are really excited about Halo Infinite are people who are like Halo nerds.
Yeah.
I want to see more about it because in a world where Sony reinvented God of War and Microsoft has my full attention with Gears of War, I think once we start to see gameplay details about the new Halo game, I think that the possibility exists that it is something that will be exciting. But I think at this point, really all Microsoft needs to say, over a year out about the game is, hey guys, it's fucking Halo. Like they had enough going on this year that they did not need to talk about 16 months from now's Halo game.
Yeah,
in kind of detail.
They didn't need to show anything about 16 months from now's Halo game, and they did.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this was a really good fucking show, guys. Like, what? How do y'all feel? Like, am I in left field here? Like, how y'all feel?
I know that you're excited. That makes sense because you're really in on Microsoft. You have an Xbox, and I'm pretty sure.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold a goddamn minute here, Rocky. Are you accusing me of like having some kind of like weird skewed standing? Or you're like, we know what you'll think because you're some kind of Microsoft fucking stan.
I'm not pigeonholing you. I'm just saying you're already a fan of Microsoft. Like, I haven't cared about Microsoft since, like, 2005. And, like, there's a lot of new stuff, and there's a lot of good games, and they put out a really good showing. It's just I, in particular, don't really care about it. I mean, there are some games that are really interesting, but none of them are going to convince me to buy an Xbox. Like, I feel like they did a B+. Like, that's, like, the way I feel about the show.
What does an A look like?
What does an A look like? An A looks like something that would make me want to buy an Xbox right now. I don't know what that is, and that might be just something that's going on with me. But like, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of stuff, and a lot of it's good, and I'm really happy for the people that are excited about Microsoft's showings. I'm just not.
Though, like, traditionally we have, like, sort of had our corners. Like, the first year we did this show, Rocky was in PlayStation's corner 100%. You were more in Microsoft's corner, and I'm in Nintendo's corner. Like, I'm still there. That's where I live. That's my home. It's safe. But, like, that's how it, like, was. So, like, trying to convince Rocky to buy an Xbox One is gonna be hard. And, like, if they manage to do it, then, like, good, eventually. But obviously, like, he's not tickled yet. Even with all the Weeby offerings.
I did like the Weeby offerings.
They had a lot of They had Phantasy Star. Is PlayStation gonna get Phantasy Star?
Yeah, but only in, like, Japan or whatever. Whatever, I'm not mad about it. It's cool.
Can I crossplay? What I need to know is, can I port my Japanese server character over, or do I have to start back from the beginning?
Oh, I'm sure Cool Dad Phil Spencer will try to make that as easy as possible. That sounds like
Cool
something
Dad Phil
do.
Spencer. Do I have to start over, or can I port? Please, I need to know.
I'm sure details will be forthcoming. So, Tegan, how would you rate their show?
So far, I think they won. Okay. So far, Microsoft's my top list. My top, like, as far as presentations go. So far, I think they're on top. I mean, that's gonna immediately change when Nintendo comes out and shows me anything about fucking Animal Crossing, because I'm gonna die.
Has anybody seen, like, usually there's, like, pictures from the floor. Has anybody gotten pictures of Nintendo's floor space yet?
Nope.
I haven't seen any.
Yeah. Usually it's pretty easy to tell, like, where their points of focus are.
I don't think they're going to have Animal Crossing available for, like, the floor to play, even if they did bring it. Just because, like, since the time limits are so strict on, like, you play, I think, like, you wouldn't get anything done in an Animal Crossing game with 5 or 10 minutes with it. You know, I think if they brought it, it'll be for people who are doing, like, major game reviews only, and that's it. Because that's what they did last time.
Okay, so for the press and by appointment only.
Yeah, exactly.
So it sounds like we're done with Microsoft, and we have 2 enthusiastic thumbs up and 1 accusation of standing.
Wow. I didn't accuse you of anything. Like, relax.
Yeah, I don't think he accused you of anything. I think he just, like, he stated that this year, you're hard for Microsoft.
Well, I went in expecting them to bring it. Honestly, they had the most room to disappoint me because I was expecting them to have a big show. And if they had showed up with anything less than fucking pyro on the stage, then, like, I probably would have been like, way to drop the ball. But
well, I mean, not only were there pyrotechnics on the stage, there were professional wrestlers underneath it.
Yeah. Why did they
Just
trap Xavier
hanging
Woods
out.
under the stage?
They trapped him.
That's right.
Up, down, downs. Austin Creed underneath the fucking stage down there with Tyler Breeze. What's going on?
Wait.
Pyro.
What happened to Asuka? There was a promotional image that had Xavier Woods and Asuka on it, and I think it was with the Microsoft show. It might not.
Like, Asuka's in LA. Asuka's there. Like, I don't even know. This is important. Apparently Kenny Omega also, like, on the floor and, like, attended several shows already. Like,
Shoutouts.
Yeah, so...
Wait. You know what? Never mind. I think I know what's going to happen, but that's okay. Like, I'm just going to wait for it to happen and then call myself right. That's all I'm going to do.
Wait, so you're saying, like, I'm going to make an internalized prediction, not tell anybody what it is, and then if something happens, I could just say I'm right about something?
Yeah, I'm going to do that. What, you're going to call me out, Brian?
Yes,
Yeah,
I just fucking did!
We're both going to call you out. That's
Fine.
bullshit.
Okay, Asuka's going to be affiliated with the Nintendo show. I'm calling it.
Ooh.
God, there's like 900 pictures of her Switch on her Twitter.
I know. Bruh. I know.
Bruh.
But yeah, no, that's why that makes sense to me. In like the 4 seconds I took to think about it, but who knows, man? I might be wrong. And like, I've been wrong before. That happens a lot. But I might be right about this, and I'll be really happy if I am.
Oh, that'd be great. I'd be super good. Man. So then came Bethesda, everybody.
Yeah, those idiots.
And if you thought EA's fucking presentation read like an apology...
No, that was dead ass like a 20-minute apology with like announcement of like 4 games or whatever.
Oh, God. Like, did you notice how they kept Todd Howard off stage for most of the presentation?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, man. Did you notice that, like, the first, like, 4 game announcements were actually expansions? They were all free for games that already came out?
Yep.
Like, they know where they're at right now. Like, they know they're in trouble.
My favorite part of the fucking Bethesda show was the weird, desperate videos of, like, Bethesda fans they kept showing.
Mm-hmm.
Where they're like, hey, guys, I was in a really dark place, and then I played Commander Keen, and...
Dude, Commander Keen looks whack. But I didn't play the old games, so there's also that. But, like, looks whack. But my favorite part was actually when people were, like, where Bethesda got a standing ovation with the announcement that they're going to put a story mode and actual NPCs in the Fallout 76.
1 second. I have to take off my headset so that way I'm further from my mic, so that way I can safely do an impression of the Bethesda crowd.
Please, thank you.
Go for it.
Woo! Video Video games!
That was them, right? That sounded about right.
Yep. Jesus fucking Christ, those people.
They were super excited.
Like, it really was like, fucking Peter Hines comes out and he goes like, hey guys, video games. And they're like,
so like the 10 people who were absolutely like plastered or whatever in the show, were they just plastered or were they paid?
They had to have been paid.
Were they paid to be plastered?
I hope they were. I mean, that sounds like a gig. I'd do that. Like, if I didn't have to remember, if I could get drunk enough to not remember that I'm at Bethesda stage show and I just gotta be super hype, I'd probably do that for money.
Yeah.
They're paying for my drinks? Like,
oh my God.
Yeah, they're paying for your drinks, your hotel. Obviously, you get into the show for free. You get a good seat because they want the cameras to see you screaming.
Yeah.
And you're getting paid.
I'm not into crafting
in
systems.
Addition.
I'm not into crafting systems except for Bahama Mamas. Oh, man. So this was a show, and wow, it was mostly not good. I mean, there were some bright spots that we'll get to them, but it definitely opened with shit. So let's dig into the shit.
I mean, it opened with like, hey guys, we fucked up.
Yeah.
But you know what we're gonna do to make it up to you? We're gonna give you a battle royale.
Oh my God. Oh my God. What a bunch of fucking idiots. Like, they're like, hey guys, you know that game we have that sucks shit that everybody hates? We're going to put a base like level of functionality into it that should have existed at launch. And BT dubs, please enjoy our battle royale fucking mode with microtransaction hooks.
Oh yeah, it's free to play this whole week apparently.
Yes, it is. Fuck that.
Oh man. That's so funny.
And then they're like, "Hey, everybody, do you like them Elder Scroll blades?" And I'm like, "No, not particularly. I heard it was real bad, and I heard the microtransactions are aggressive and shitty." They're like, "How about those aggressive and shitty microtransactions would be perfect for Switch?"
Yeah, right. And it's still free on Switch.
Hey guys,
download the game for free.
Hey guys, you know how in the Elder Scrolls we just introduced dragons? What if we also introduced dragons to the Elder Scrolls?
Hey, y'all like them dragons?
Hey, you know that big old trailer we showed you at some point? No. Okay, well, we're gonna continue where that trailer left off, because that trailer ended in a cliffhanger. It did? Yeah, it did. Here we go. And then it's like 7 minutes of trailer, and a cat hisses at a dragon, because like, okay. And then it's like, another cliffhanger. Wow, I don't give a shit.
Oh my God.
Just didn't care.
And
not one flying fuck.
Like, Elder Scrolls Online gets a new expansion, I could give a shit. And the Elder Scrolls Legends, where they were like, "Hey guys, do you remember we have a card game? We got a card game. Guys, do you know we have a card game? Have you played our fucking card game?"
But like, what was up with that whole like 5-7 minute live action like trailer? Like, I felt like the production value of like that scene with like the costumes alone, right? Like, could have been put toward like development on some sort of game. And like, it's just like, I already knew it was a card game. Why did we get this trailer for it? It's so weird. I didn't understand.
But early on, once we got past all this like Elder Scrolls fuckery, we got to our first ray of light on the show, which was Shinji Mikami comes out, and he's great, and he's fucking great, and he's a goddamn icon and a legend in this industry for a reason. Mm-hmm. And he's like, "Hey guys, like, Bethesda's still paying for us to develop games. It's pretty fucking exciting. So Tango Gameworks has a game in development. Allow me to introduce the creative director for the game." And it's like, oh wow, like, Mikami's producing but not directing. Who's the director on the game? And then out comes Ikumi Nakamura. oh my God. Like, we've had over the years, like, various people who've been like the person on stages at shows who have won E3. Like, this individual person is our presenter of E3.
Yeah, Ikumi's great.
Oh my God.
She was adorable.
The wholesome energy.
Ghostwire looks cool.
I was like, I know it's a CG trailer, right? But like, I was really shook by like the fidelity of it, and like that bowl of ramen at the end of it, like messed me up.
Tasty. That looked good.
I was real tripping out.
I really liked the aesthetic. I really liked. There's a feel that's conveyed by it, and it already got me into the same kind of headspace that like a Kojima game does, but without like decades of expectations about Kojima bullshit. Like it's like, oh man, like this seems really fucking exciting. And like so many people on stage get on at E3 are just like the most disingenuous, dry, reading off a teleprompter, are like, hey everybody, I'd love to tell you about this thing I'm working on. It's so exciting, and she was about as far from that as you could get. Mm-hmm. It was just this like amazing, cool moment, which like, it felt like Shinji Mikami chose Bethesda's bullshit stage show at E3 to have this like torch passing moment. And I know that he's like very, very passionate about like developing the people that he mentors. And like he didn't direct Evil Within 2 either. And so like he's been big on fostering talent. And so like it was really cool to have this person come out and like talk about this game that she's like, lead developer on. And it's kind of like nobody gave her a memo that E3 is bullshit now.
Right.
Because like so many people come out like wearing ugly t-shirts, and then they like maybe an ugly t-shirt with a jacket over it.
She looked cool.
Yeah.
Her clothing was cool. My first thought was like, that's a shirt I want.
Yep.
I don't know where to get it. Probably somewhere in Tokyo, but that's a shirt I want.
You could ask her like on Twitter, because like Janina Gavankar told us where she got that one dress.
Yeah, they put it up for sale.
That's right, they did put it for sale. We'll stop.
They did, in white and black.
And so like immediately like her resume started getting discussed online, and she was a senior artist on Okami, a senior artist on Bayonetta 1.
She was, yes. Those things are true.
What? She was on Okami? I love Okami.
Yeah, so senior artist on Okami, senior artist on Bayonetta 1, and a senior artist on The Evil Within. And I'm like, oh man, like, that's a hell of a pedigree. It's a hell of a pedigree. And this game looks so exciting. Like, it's so weird because, like, at this point, like, what had happened, like, Bethesda had already, like, shoved, like, 20 minutes of dog shit down our throats. And then this happened, and I was like, fuck, guys, you should have led with this. Like, this is the real business. Mm-hmm. And then, like, she was wholesome and then left. But, Ghostwire Tokyo. Count me as anticipating that game.
Also, shout-outs to Ashan Wasabi for making me think I had a stroke during the Rage 2 trailer. That was a lot. Whew.
Yep. The Commander Keen announcement struck me as fucking bullshit. Commander Keen is for y'all who've never played it, is a really tight, really strong, traditional 2D platformer. Like way back in the long ago, id pitched Nintendo on developing a Mario game for PC when Nintendo was still shopping around for a dev to put a Mario game on PC. They ended up going with a different dev. But they had already built these development tools and developed physics. And they're like, fuck, well, let's make a 2D platformer. We've already got all these ideas for a 2D platformer. And so then came like the whole Commander Keen series, which are like really good, really solid 2D platformers. And then they showed this dog shit. And I was like, this just kind of looks like buy stuff. This looks like another mobile game, which is just like buy stuff the game.
Yeah, they're trying to recapture the magic of Fallout Shelter.
Yeah, which was buy stuff the game. And man, no thanks. Mm-hmm. I don't need another mobile game where the game only exists for me to like press buy the thing or advance the cooldown timer, whatever. The Rage 2 DLC trailer didn't do much for me. How'd y'all feel about the Wolfenstein Youngblood stuff?
The Wolfenstein stuff looked pretty good. A lot of stabbing Nazis, which I'm not really mad at.
Yeah. Can we bring back stabbing Nazis in real life, though?
Yeah.
Real life.
Is that legal?
It's not legal at the moment. I'm sorry.
But they're Nazis. We already did that war.
Yeah, but like currently they're citizens. They've infiltrated us. They played the long game. Like we should have saw this coming.
Yeah. Okay. I'm still like I like the Wolfenstein series. It's fun to watch. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of big dumb. It's a lot of big dumb what? And so like being in Paris is going to be cool. Like I'm not a fan of the girls' designs, like their actual like character designs, but I'm sure that's something I'm going to get over considering it's first person, so I won't have to look at them. You know?
I wonder if when you play that game in single player, if there is an option for which Blazkowicz daughter you play.
I'm sure it is. And the other one's like a NPC AI sort of thing.
Yeah. And do you by default get an NPC AI buddy when you play it in single player? And it seems like one of two things happens in those situations. Either when you play a game with an NPC buddy, either the NPC buddy is tragically fucking stupid, or they're so smart and so helpful.
You don't have to do anything.
Yeah, and you're like, well, shit, this is really kind of like ungames this, which was like a big complaint out of about that Ghost Recon Wildlands game, was that when you played with 3 NPC buddies, like they would just murder everything for you and you could go get a sandwich.
Like that Kirby game.
So I guess we don't know yet whether this will be Shepard and Idiot Youngblood or Kirby Youngblood. But it'd be nice if it's neither. Mm-hmm. You know, they kind of like balance. If they balance NPC buddies to skill levels of player, that'd be amazing. I don't know. I did like the big 80s aesthetic. Like, I'm a sucker for that. You know, that's my kind of garbage. Mm-hmm. So as long as they can manage to, like, not try and make me kill a dog in the first 2 minutes, like, maybe we can talk this time.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fair deal.
Then they talked about technology. That was when they talked about Orion.
Orion is what makes Stadia seem to make sense.
It's not just Stadia, though. It's also the xCloud.
Oh, yeah, they're both using
It's both of them.
Because, like, streaming, like, everything that they've said about streaming, at least, like, publicly, especially, like, in the Stadia conversation, was just like, yeah, they're saying we figured it out, but there have been huge floating questions and, like, serious problems about, like, latency, bandwidth use, and data caps that have been associated with streaming, which is why, like, Sony's, like, PlayStation Vue never really took off. But if Orion can, like, what's the word? I guess compensate for, like, some of the weaknesses of like streaming games, especially like with America's like infrastructure, then maybe Stadia and like xCloud can really work. But up until now, like Stadia and like Microsoft have offered no answers to like the problems of streaming. They're just saying we're working it out and we have stuff that works. That's all they said. But if they're both using Orion, Orion might be something that would suggest why some of these things may be working and working now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna wander on a limb and say that, like, I don't believe that either Microsoft or Google is using Orion, because if they had taken a look at this tech and decided it was worth using, both of those companies are big enough to open their checkbook
and purchase it.
And just buy the company outright and be like, well, that looks like it, I need it, like, and that hasn't happened yet. Like, Microsoft or Google do not own Bethesda.
Well, okay. I mean, maybe that's true, and ZeniMax would probably be willing to part with Bethesda after the year that they've had.
Yeah.
But I feel like, especially since both of them are using Doom in their like streaming platforms, that they are at least aware of the technology to the point where they may have like reverse engineered it or something like that.
It might speak to more developer side optimization. Like, there's obviously like optimization that developers are going to have to do to make their game run as well and look as good as it could when it's being streamed somewhere. And so it could be that, like, really what Bethesda is the vanguard of and is kind of like the forefront of is publisher and developer side getting your game ready to stream somewhere else. So that's something that I want to keep track of. That's something that I want to, like, know more about, because I'm curious as to, like, what other publishers, and I'm willing about this. Obviously, like, Ubisoft isn't going to, like, hello, is this Bethesda? Could you show us the streaming? That's not going to happen. But there are certainly going to be publishers and developers for whom they are of the size that it would be beneficial to enter into a relationship with Bethesda, like, for licensing tech or working with them. Like, I would not be surprised at all to see, like, Bethesda leveraging Orion to put themselves into, like, a middleware position, the same way that, like, Epic did for years by providing, development tools that, like, virtually everybody, was using. Mm-hmm. Like, everybody was on Unreal for years until everybody started developing their own engines. And it could be that, like, Bethesda saw the writing on the wall and said, there's going to need to be a new middleware layer that people are going to need to be comfortable with. Let's get real good at it.
That would make sense.
Yeah. But it definitely caught me by surprise, because, like, shit, everybody's talking about streaming. Can't wait to hear Nintendo talk about streaming on Tuesday.
I don't think they will.
I don't think they will either.
I know Nintendo does, like, stream some games, but it's, like, in Japan. And, like, that's it. And it's because they don't trust, like, the U.S., like, infrastructure. Which is, like, a lot of what has been troubling, like, Sony with, like, View and PlayStation Now. But who knows? Like, they might, but I don't think they will.
And then we got Deathloop.
Deathloop looks dope.
I go ahead.
I mean, it has, like, 70s-ish, like, well, not 70s-ish, but, like, it was popular in the 70s, but, like, it's like a sci-fi, like, blaxploitation vibe, like, assassin game, and, like, that feels a little iffy, but, like, the characters look dope, The concept looks really interesting, especially like how it can translate into gameplay. I mean, it could just be like a single player adventure where you just pick your protagonist at the beginning, but it could be a really interesting game as like, you know, an 1v1 like asymmetrical assassin game where like there are, you know, not like mobs but like ads like around and whatnot, and you're trying to like locate your target. That could be really cool. But you know, we just saw like no, we saw first person gameplay, but a lot of like CG like trailer and whatnot. I don't know. I think it looks really good.
Yeah, I'm all aboard. I'm all aboard. I feel like manipulation of time is a place where what Arcane does really, really shines. Like the stuff that they did in Dishonored was best when you could like fuck with time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be fun to see like, because that when they did that in Dishonored, it was a DLC. So it'll be fun to see them like lean into it with a full game. I'm looking forward to seeing more. It's fun because like the stuff that they showed, like the further horizon stuff that they showed, you know, between Ghostwire Tokyo and Deathloop was a lot more interesting to me than the stuff that the 2019 stuff that they showed. Like those games were like had my attention like wholly, but I was like, I'm not sure I need Doom Eternal. You know, like I again, like I know it's gonna be huge and it's possible I might care more later, but like I just okay.
Oh, Doom looks really cool. Like, I mean, it's really fast and like frantic.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of like, you know, it seems like intuitive stuff that you interact with. It's like, oh yeah, this is how you punch through walls. You can hit these targets. You can pick up these things, and like you just kind of run around and you shoot at stuff. Like you shoot at a dude, you shoot at a barrel behind him, explodes like a bunch of stuff. That's crazy. You got like grappling hooks, and you jump off walls. You grab on footholds or whatever. You're just going, just run, shoot, do stuff.
So overall, how do we think that Bethesda did?
Okay.
I'm actually gonna give him a C+.
I don't think they fucked up, but I don't think they were like particularly stellar. C+ is like average, so like yeah, I could say they were average.
I'm just saying that like if Microsoft was a B+ and this is a C+, that's not a lot of daylight between those two.
Okay, so like a C+ is a 77 out of 100. While like B+ is like, I don't know, 86 to 89 out of 100. It's like 10 points.
I'm just saying there's not a lot of daylight between those two numbers.
I mean, I guess. But like, we're considering like passing grades. Like, I'm using the American system. If we want to go British, like, I guess like Bethesda's somewhere closer to like 60 and like Microsoft's still around like 89. Like, if you want to add another decile in there, I guess. But, like, Bethesda wasn't like terrible. They showed stuff. They look like they're trying to clean up their act, and they had some like legitimately interesting things going on.
As a point of reference, what would you rate the EA conference?
I didn't care about the EA conference at all. Like, yeah, like at all. I mean, Jedi Fallen Order is a video game, but I didn't particularly like it. Probably give them like a 65. Like, I think it's an actual failing grade. Like, I have no inclination to give EA my money this year.
And Google?
Google's like, I don't think Google can be measured in the same space because like they're entering as a platform holder as opposed to just showing off new stuff. Because outside of that, they're showing off a platform, and they talked about 3 new games that are decidedly theirs. So I don't know, maybe 70, 72, C-, I guess. Because I don't trust Stadia, and I think it can work, but even if it can work, it still overlaps with a lot of stuff I already have. Except for, like, 3 games. I mean, I guess I could sell, like, my PS4 and, like, just use Stadia instead. But that doesn't sound like a good idea right now.
So, we've got one last conference today.
Oh, yeah.
The ongoing struggles of Nina Struthers.
Yeah, she's in a coma. She's in danger.
She's not only in a coma, man. They're inside her fucking mind. They're forcing her to do their bidding while she's in a coma.
I have questions.
Yes.
What are your questions, Teeks?
I don't know how to ask this.
Mm-hmm.
How is Devolver selling official bootlegs of their games? Isn't that just selling your games?
Well, yes, but the idea is that the games that they're selling aren't like their official releases. They're definitely bootlegs of their own games. So like they're kind of like previous iterations of concepts that don't add up to the original game, but they're stuff that you can play, I guess. Because I have I don't think anyone could really convince me that they made these games this year for sale. They just kind of like had these demos and they felt playable, and like they decided if we could put these in a pack for $5, right? And then they just did. Especially since they tricked people with that fake cryptocurrency last year.
That cryptocurrency I don't think is worth anything at this point.
No, it's not.
Unless it's still been fluctuating for the entire year, which would be amazing.
I'm going to check out the Devolver Digital cryptocurrency. Brian, say what you're going to say?
So, this here Devolver bootleg, appears to be like a single game. Like these 8 mini games all come from like a single developer. So like people who are responsible for the games which are being parodied or ripped off are not the developer who is responsible for this single release. This was developed by Doinksoft, the makers of Gato Roboto. So I wouldn't be surprised if there isn't some like larger bullshit involved here. And also the store Steam page is definitely a parody of shitty store Steam pages.
Yeah, this feels like something we would talk about on what came out on Steam today.
Yes, it is. Like
it really is.
It's
almost like they were listening to us and they're like, I bet we could get these chuckle fucks to talk about our stupid game pack on their fucking show.
Yeah,
'cause we would. Why is it got 120 user reviews with 95% positivity?
Because people want more shit like this from Devolver because they do it as a joke.
I saw it for 1% off and had to get it. 0.1 hours on record. Fuck. 10 out of 10 for originality. I don't regret my $5 purchase at a $1 or a 1% discount.
The individual descriptions of these like 8 mini games all read like our what came out on Steam today bullshit.
They do.
It's the
Hotline Milwaukee. I don't understand the controls, but it smells like Milwaukee. Accurate documentary style gameplay. What? What does that mean?
So in the about the game, about this game section, here's what they have to say about Hotline Milwaukee. Tell me if this doesn't sound like the shit we see every week. Brutal, fast-paced stealth action and a whole lot of blood. From your garbage person apartment in historically interesting and relevant Milwaukee, pick up the phone and answer the call of murder. Follow instructions and follow the stairs deeper and deeper into the mysterious basement. Where does it go? Who are you?
Catsylvania. It's a cat inside of a suit of armor. It's a cat in full plate armor. That's all it says. That's it. That's it. What is that?
There's also Shooty Boots, which I think is a spin-off of Downwell. Do I have that right?
Yep.
Okay. And Shooty Boots is it's the never-ending story of a young boy falling down a well, wearing a giant boot as if it were his overalls, which is also a gun. Collect gems, squash and shoot the fauna, fall deeper into the infinite well, and wear some other equally large and ballistically designed shoes.
Brian, wait. I'm sorry. Brian. Did you read the description for Luft trousers?
Oh, let me do that.
Hello, I'm Ramil Ishmael, half of Dutch independent game development studio Vlambeer. We made a version of Left Trousers that had a typo, and JW left the thumb drive containing the source at a coffee shop somewhere while I was doing a talk in Berlin. Then Nairobi, then LA followed the following day. If you find the thumb drive, can you please return it? And please don't share the contents with anyone or add it to a compilation of pirated under-the-table ripoffs of games that Devolver has published.
Perfect.
Is this the medieval times? Is this the medieval times?
Oh, God.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
it wasn't in a coffee shop at all.
What is this? Is it full
man.
of porn?
It honestly feels like, despite the fact that like the lore got even deeper on this year's Devolver Digital show. So this year, now they are Devolver Directly.
Yeah, they did a Devolver Direct.
And they called it Devolver Directly. Nina Struthers is in a prison inside of her own mind. She's aware of the prison. There's words she can't say inside the prison unless she's not thinking about saying them. Pretty cool. They also managed to actually talk about some fucking game releases on this show.
Yo, they're like, their Battle Royale, their take on Battle Royale was pretty dope. I like that.
Fall Guys?
Fall Guys. Yeah.
Yep.
That was neat.
Yeah, it looked real stupid in a good way.
It's gonna come to PlayStation 4.
Yeah. I was surprised that Fall Guys was not announced for Switch.
Yeah, I was surprised too, looking at it.
It felt like it would have been a good fit there.
I think it's because Nintendo's also planning a platformer Royale that we don't know about yet. I could feel it.
Carrion looked fucking fantastic.
Yo, I'm like, I feel morally like attacked by like Carrion, but I understand that it would be a fun play experience.
Also, geez, that Enter the Gungeon arcade game.
Yo, no, I want that. Like, I want that now. I'd like it in my house. Like, if they could just send one, if I could put it into my apartment.
It is $5,000.
Fuck, are you kidding?
No, I'm not.
Damn it!
It's currently available to pre-order for $5,000.
Oh, Devolver, why do you hate me?
Through Griffin Aerotech. It's a real thing.
Yeah, it's a real arcade box.
You can really buy it.
Yeah.
It's designed for, commercial use. There's coin slots and every fucking thing.
Here, I'll send you the link to it just so you can fucking die.
I'm gonna trick one of the barcades in my city into buying one of these. I can do that. I can swing that ball. Swing that bat. Swing that bat. Tegan, these are all bad gateways. Why did you do this?
Fire that gun. Just fire that gun. It's got 2 guns on it. Fire that gun.
There are at least 5 barcades in my city. I can trick one of them into buying this
I
cabinet.
don't think you have to trick someone into buying it. I think they'll just buy it.
I certainly hope so, because there is a lack of really good gun games in arcades now.
Yeah, all of them are like 40 years old and they suck.
And so, like, to directly reference, like, a good gun game with that title, where they're like House of the Gun Dead, I'm like, oh shit, like, you're talking about it. And I love this aesthetic. And I love those, like, plastic pistols. Like, damn. This looks like fun. So, cool. Did they have anything else? I guess they mentioned that free Messenger DLC, but I didn't play the Messenger, so I really don't have a horse in that race. And Nina Struthers has, at the very end, been rescued in a cliffhanger for next year. In a stinger for their show. Like, after the credits started rolling, there was a stinger. I can't believe how deep the Devolver Digital lore goes now.
Why is there so much lore?
Because it's fun.
What is it going? I don't understand.
Well, Tegan, you just gotta watch. Well, now there's 3 of them now, right? There's 3?
Yeah.
Or is it 4?
Yeah, we're up to 3.
Yeah, there are 3 videos. The stuff happens, and, like, it affects other stuff. Nina Struthers' head blew up after the second one. So in the third one, they try to put her back together, but she's stuck in a coma. They don't know how to do anything about that. So she cries like a single tear like every 7 minutes or whatever. It's horrifying. She really needs help.
Man. So I guess that's our E3 kickoff. We'll be back here tomorrow to cover Squeenix and Bonjour de Ubisoft. And then the day after, we'll dig deep on Nintendo.
True.
Any closing thoughts tonight, guys?
What the hell?
I will find a way to put this Enter the Gungeon arcade cabinet in one of these barcades. So help me God. This is my final thoughts.
I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry. I'm lost and confused again.
Are you trying to watch it?
No, I don't understand. Microsoft did good this year.
They did.
I don't know what Bethesda did. Devolver Digital, I still don't know how to rate. What do they do? I don't. Do they make games?
Devolver Digital does make games.
Are all these games jokes? Is it all jokes? Seems
no,
like
it's like
jokes.
It's like a solid 40% of their games are jokes.
Every time I look at what they're making, I feel like I'm being pranked. I don't know how I feel about that.
Okay, so I get that because they do stuff like My Friend Pedro, and that's definitely looks like a prank. But they also put out stuff like Serious Sam. Well, Serious Sam is also, I guess, a prank. But Ruiner wasn't a prank; it was just hard, which I guess is kind of a prank. Maybe a good 70% of their stuff are pranks, but they also happen to be good video games. Downwell wasn't a prank. Neither was Luther Rousers, I think. And 8-Ball wasn't a prank.
Not at all.
Yeah, it wasn't a prank. It was just a game.
Yeah.
Hotline Miami was kind of a prank, but it was also a really good video game.
I think that the gag with Hotline Miami is that a lot of people bought it not understanding that it was fundamentally a puzzle game.
Yeah, because you were shooting stuff. Obviously. Get mixed up.
So see you back here tomorrow for 2 more, and then see you the day after for the big N. It's E3, everybody. What a time to be alive. I know that a lot of people think that this year is a down year for E3, but so far I am bullish on E3, with the notable exception of EA. You should be ashamed of yourselves and go home and think about what you did. Rocky, take us home.
Hey guys, this is our show. This is a bonus episode, but we still do this every week. Maybe not this particular thing, but there will be an episode of Impossible Coin in your place where you get your podcast, whether that be iTunes or Google Play or Stitcher or Spotify. You can find them at any of those. And as always, we appreciate reviews. If you left us a review, tell us what you liked, tell us what you didn't. But wherever you do, please put that review on iTunes. We love that very much. And as you know, there's music at the beginning and end of this podcast. It's produced by our friend Big Soch. He's a very close friend of ours. You can find him on Twitter at @Hillary_Swank. Our logo was designed by Lauren Moran. She's an excellent artist. You can find her on Twitter @Lauren Moran. And she has a Patreon. Consider throwing her a couple bucks because she does good work. We need more Lauren Morans in the world. And you can find us on social media. Brian's on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. Tegan's on Tumblr. They're all Impossible Coin. So, drop us a line. If you leave us some mail, maybe the cats will grade it. Maybe not till next week after E3 because we have special E3 business on the docket. I hope you understand. But I think that's it, right?
I think that's it. Peace and see you tomorrow.
Bye. I'm going to bed.
It's official.